All right, recording got started. A warm welcome to all of you, my dear students. And first of all, thanks a lot from the bottom of my heart for joining this class, the day one class on artificial intelligence, machine learning, generative AI. So our learning has just started today with respect to this AI ML. This is actually a practical hands-on training program that is going to be there for next 11 weeks. 11 weeks, because we have to deep dive into the models, the cloud, Azure, whatnot. We will understand all these things. Okay, but today's session, we made it free to the public so that everybody will be aware like our teaching style and how we are presenting the subject and what kind of skills we need to have, what is the demand that we have in the market, and what is the learning roadmap is going to look like, just the overall overview about all these topics and a good introduction. That's the main aim of this class. I kindly request all of you to please reserve 2 hours. It's not a small topic, it's a big topic. So let us reserve 2 hours. Okay, and the entire session will be recorded. I'm going to share you the recording link as well to all of you. Now, let me quickly share my screen and introduce about myself, and then I will introduce Vamshi as well. Some of you know my face, like my name is Lakshmi, and this is a big typically Indian name, but you can call me Lakshmi. And I live in Australia, and I have, yeah, a lot of followers. This is my LinkedIn profile, by the way. And I have extensive 25 years of experience in IT. So basically, I worked as a Java developer in UK, and then after that, I moved to India, worked as a delivery manager, and then moved to Belgium, worked as an agile coach there, moved to Australia, so all over the place. Finally, got settled here in Australia. Now I'm a citizen of Australia, and I floated this company called Hands On Agile Coaching Company, and we have been doing pretty well. So what are the different trainings that we are offering? This is our website, by the way. So we are offering all these DevOps, DevSecOps, the cybersecurity with all the tools, the artificial intelligence and machine learning, which we joined today. We also offer the PMP, Tech Business Analyst, all these training programs. And why we are really making the difference in the market is, with my extensive experience, we designed all these training programs in such a way that they are completely job oriented, which also means that, like, unlike most other trainings that we have available across the globe, most of them, they are theoretical and certification oriented, but after that, you won't be getting continuous help. But here we are stepping into the market, and we are teaching the subject in a practical way, where you can understand the subject in detail, practice the tools, do the assignments. We help with the CV, LinkedIn, and I post a lot of job opportunities as well. You can check my LinkedIn post, for example. You can see my like yesterday, for example, I just posted for one of my friends company. They need an urgent opportunity. Look at this, its location is Sydney. They need a test manager, 8 testers. So whatever the requirements comes in my network, I do post all these job opportunities. And we also have a dedicated platform, Telegram group. This is the Telegram group. More than 5,600 people are there. In case if you are interested, you are most welcome to join this group. Add invite via link, copy the link. I am sharing the link so you can join this. And we don't post any nonsense in that group. I am the admin for this group, and we post all the job opportunities, the free webinars, and a lot of good community. People, they share their like agile transformations, the data, and the cybersecurity related things. Uh, oh yeah, some feedbacks, and a part-time Scrum Master completely working in remote. Yeah, there's a good Telegram group. So you're most welcome to join by clicking that link. All right, cool. Now, I recently purchased a car, and initially, when I have to park the car, I have to use my human intelligence. I have to see the car here, car next to me, behind, and I have to carefully park the car. But recently, I purchased a new model. I purchased a new model, and that car, if I just tap an option in my mobile, the car can think what is there, where is the parking lot, available parking lot. It can scan like a human eye. It can scan all the parking lots, automatically go and fit into the parking lot carefully without touching other cars. Now you are seeing here, like earlier, I used to think how to park my car, but now my car automatically thinking, on behalf of the human, and it is adjusting. A car is basically just a simple iron machine. Now this machine started thinking. Getting what I'm saying? Your phone started thinking. Phone is communicating to the garage door. I just tap an option here, my garage door will open. So the garage door and my phone is in sync. My phone and car is in sync. My phone and the CCTV is in sync. Lot of applications are there. So machines started communicating. This is the era now. Things are getting automated. So it became very, very important for all of us, no matter whatever the role that you are performing, whether you are going to be a junior engineer, senior engineer, or a project manager, a delivery manager, a program manager. No matter whatever the role, so we need to understand how can we make use of this artificial intelligence, right? So artificial intelligence, how can we build these kind of models with the help of softwares, and how can we train these models so that they will be working on behalf of the humans? And that is the reason a lot of companies you are seeing that their layoffs and everything, because they are building the models. And as a project manager or as an AI engineer, if you are not able to understand this one, so it looks they are going to see us like as an aliens, right? So it's very, very important for all of us to understand how in real time this AI, ML, generative AI, all these operates. Okay, and how can we make it more efficient? How can we make all these activities more efficient in the cloud environment? That's important. Okay, I want to step back now. I want to introduce my trainer, a extremely highly talented trainer. His name is Vamshi, and he is currently working in Microsoft as an AI scientist. And I don't want to talk about his talent. You will experience it. And yeah, let us reserve for next 1.5 hour to understand the concepts, the job opportunities, and everything. Towards the end, we will take the question and answers. If you are interested, if you have any questions during the class, please post your questions in the chat window. Vamshi will be helping us to answer. All right, I'm stepping back here. Vamshi, over to you without wasting time. Please introduce yourself and help us understand what is this AI ML, why there is so much hangama, what kind of uh, reliability we have, and why we have to learn, why everybody has to learn, whether you are a child or a teenager or an engineer or a manager, why we have to learn this. Please help us.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. And hello, guys. Hello, everyone. So this is Vamshi here, and I will be your host for another 90 minutes. Fine. So before we start with this artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, you see different kinds of things here. Okay, so let me introduce to you about myself. So I've been working around 18 years into this IT field, and I'm working as an AI research scientist at Microsoft. So, out of my experience, I'll tell you in simple things like why and what is AI, and again, why you need to learn AI. So, why AI is important today. So, making your career or even like scale, for example, upskilling in this field is very, very important. So, you've been looking at different news across the globe, right, about AI and its subfields here. Let us try to understand with various examples, and I'll give you very good insights into the different things here with examples. And again, let me tell you all are the real-time examples. So we'll dive deep into this without wasting our time. So once again, welcome you all. Fine. So now AI is not just any myth, guys. AI is like, for example, you see we are living with AI. We are actually using AI and we are, so implementing AI in some kind of form, which we do not know. All right. So the way you search, today, if you look at the Google search engines or any kind of product related searches or any kind of recommendation systems or anything else. So today AI is, like, for example, it is everywhere here. The way you communicate with the machines or the way you communicate with others or AI is helping you in some way here. All right. So let us try to understand from very basic perspective what is AI, and then and also so here the main discussion would be around like what is AI. So what are the different kinds of sub fields about AI, like machine learning, data science, deep learning? So we have generative AI today, the modern form of AI. So I'll also tell you the difference between this traditional AI, modern AI, and Gen AI. And I'll also give you a small example. I'll show you how to build a ML model. Okay. So ML regression model. I'll show you this one. All right, so we'll also look at this one. And again, we'll also try to understand what is Azure AI, so cloud AI here. All right, and again, we'll also look at the different job scenarios or job perspectives here. Fine. So now, so if you, ask me about AI. So AI has a lot of definitions, but I'll tell you in simple ways. So what exactly is AI? AI is something or some kind of machine or some kind of software or some kind of computer you can understand, which mimics human intelligence. Just like we humans can see something or we can hear something, we speak something, right? AI is performing the same kind of abilities today, cognitive, skills we call it as, right? So AI is also able to perform today the same kind of things here. So AI refers to the computer systems or machines that can perform complex tasks normally done by human reasoning, decision making, creating, etc. So AI, also known as artificial intelligence, is a technology which mimics human intelligence. Now, what do you mean by this one? So let us try to understand with the different examples. Now, today, if you see, we have AI in different kinds of things that are implemented in real world. As I told you, whether you search for something over Google search or whether you're, looking at some kind of product where you want to purchase some kind of products here, or whether you want to, like, for example, interact with any kind of other person or any other kind of thing, AI is helping you with the different ways here. As I told you, so just like we do have cognitive abilities, right? So cognitive abilities means where you can see something, all right, hear something or speak to it, right? Now, if you look at today's scenario, right? So we have different AI assistants and AI bots here. So for example, let us take the case of Siri or let us take the case of Cortana. All right. So we have different things, guys, here. All right. Cortana and again, Google AI assistant here. And of course, today, if you look at different AI assistants, like, we are even able to speak to it, and again, we are able to even interact with that one, like Chat GPT, Microsoft Copilot. So these are the generative AI models here. So AI has changed the facet of all the communication kind of things, or even you can understand the way we interact or even see the things here, or the way even we analyze the things here. Now, let us try to understand in a deeper way. Guys, I request you, please do not do in this way.
I'm just muting all of you. Vamshi, can you please unmute? I just made you the co-host. I muted all of.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see how does AI work, and I'll tell you the history behind this one. So who has developed the different kinds of AI models here or something? So we'll look at the timeline of AI. So how does AI work? AI uses math and logic, implements human-like cognitive abilities to make predictions or takes actions based on patterns in existing data, and can then learn from its errors to increase its accuracy. Now, AI, you can think of it as some kind of software or some kind of trained model. So trained model means some kind of machine. So we call it as a model in machine learning terminology. So what it understands, see, for example, you train it using a lot of data, then it gives you some kind of results based upon the training that it has undergone here. So just like you train some kind of child to write some kind of examination, it is the same thing that we perform here. All right. So how it is done? So we'll try to understand with different examples here. So let me put you
Vamshi,
down.
can you please maximize your screen and the presentation modes? People are asking. Thank you.
Okay. Let me just a minute.
I know you have to open different windows as well.
Fine. So we'll look at the different types of AI.
Yep.
So, I mean, right, I hope this is helpful to you
Yes.
people, right?
Correct.
Fine. All right. Thank you, guys. Now, so let us look at the different types of AI. So, artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. Now, in which state of AI we are currently living? So, what are the future trends of AI? I'll explain you with different examples here. Now, artificial narrow intelligence is some kind of AI. So, especially we call it as machine learning. So, machine learning, because the art of AI, so it's called as a machine learning, guys. So, how do you train a particular machine? And again, how do you even, put that kind of intelligence into that machine? So, it has, like, for example, so these are the different types here. Now, the modern day AI we are living into is this form of AI, artificial narrow intelligence. So, where it specializes in one particular criteria, like, so for example, one particular task or solving one particular thing here, right? So, for example, now the various examples or implementations of AI you could see is like bots here. So we have, Siri, we have Alexa, we have Cortana, we have Google AI Assistant, and again, so today, the new form of AI, like generative AI, we have different assistants here, like even ChatGPT or even Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, or Exo Grok AI, or there are different forms of, different LLMs here. So we'll also learn about them. Now, what do you understand by this one is, so artificial narrow intelligence is a kind of AI, is a type of AI where it specializes in focusing or solving one particular task here. It could be anything like when you chat, see, if you ask it some kind of question, like who is the president of United States, so it will be, answering you, it will be responding you through some kind of, for example, answer in some kind of way. All right. So this is the form of AI we have actually. Now, again, the other type of AI, which is also called artificial general intelligence, is much about like computer versus AI. So you could understand, like, for example, so computer versus, AI in the sense humans here. All right. So computers versus humans here. Now, the computers can take or even decisions as smart as humans here. So this is the present state of AI we are living into. Like, for example, you have the case of Tesla cars here. So Tesla cars are automated cars or driverless cars here. Automated systems, we call it as, or autonomous systems here. Autonomous systems. And again, today we are also able to, see, I hope you people have heard the word about agentic AI, right? Agentic AI or AI agents here. All right. So people also call it as AI agents. All right. So what is this one basically? Now, AI agents is some kind of autonomous systems which will perform certain tasks. Okay, so previously, so it has learned something about. For example, you could train it to, let's say, for example, travel it on the road, or let's say, for example, so when it has to take left direction or even right turn or something, or especially when you see, if there is any kind of signal, red signal, right, it automatically stops here. Or even if there is any particular object comes in between, right? Okay, so it automatically stops here. So you train the model in that way. So this is the form of AI we are living into. But again, a lot of research activities are also going into this particular things here. And you can see, there are several Hollywood movies, so which have been inspired by this form of AI. So it could be airboat or it could be any other, some just naming some kind of things here. So you could see a lot of AI, Hollywood movies which have been inspired by this form of AI. Your Terminator 3 or even the other kind of things here. And again, there is also some other form of AI called artificial super intelligence. So this is the form of AI where computer or AI will take over the humans here. All right. So if this is a MNC, this is not into any practical thing because this requires a lot of, for example, computational powers. And again, this requires a lot of time in order to reach to this particular state here. So, see, you can see in some kind of movies also, right? So, AI performs certain things beyond human level. So, that is the form of AI here. But again, let me tell you, this is far behind imagination. All right. So, this will take a lot of time here. But we are into right now this particular state. And again, see, let me tell you guys, we are not completely how, what I mean to say is not completely we have the form of AI. So it is again into some kind of research mode into this particular state here. But let me tell you something. See, all of this started, how it started. I'll also give you the history behind this one. And I also suggest and advise you people to go through this one. So, I mean, you can start, I mean, you can type in like AI timeline. Okay, AI timeline. So it will give you some kind of results here. All right. You can take it anything. So it all started with this person called Alan Turing. Alan Turing. So is a UK mathematician. All right, he is a UK mathematician. So he was the person who has formulated and again who has, I mean, coined the term machine learning. All right. So machine learning. Now, he suggested one kind of test called as Turing test. Turing test here. Now, what is this test basically? So this test tells you about solving a particular task here, solving a task here. So what he suggested was he actually coined the term machine learning, guys. Machine learning. And he told that, for example, let me tell you, see, Turing test here, so which was in early 1950s here. So he was the person actually. Computer scientist Alan Turing proposes a test for machine intelligence. If a machine can trick humans into thinking it is human, then it has intelligence here. That means what he told was, so a machine can even able to perform certain tasks where human can even analyze something or perform some kind of task here. So if it is able to believe him or trick him in that way, right? So it is some kind of intelligent machine. So that was the test he proposed here. All right. Later on in the early 1960s, then we had some other kind of popular scientist called John McCarthy. John McCarthy. All right. So John McCarthy is the other popular scientist who, I mean, told about AI. Like, I mean, AI is some kind of machine which can understand some kind of data, and through some kind of experience here, it could give us better results. So this is the, I mean, kind of thing he has told here. You could see all these things in, for example, I mean, if you ask Google, right, it will tell you. I mean, it can show you everything here. John McCarthy about AI. All right, so you with the person, guys. Fine. Define AI, the science and engineering of making intelligent machines here. Then, so the modern day father, see, he's called the father of AI, guys. John McCarthy is the father of AI. I mean, at that point of time, I mean, those years actually. So in early 1960s and again 1970s and 80s. Now, Geoffrey Hinton, so is the present father of AI, so is the living legend, okay, so who has done various research activities in this AI field here. So let me even tell you, so he's the person. Geoffrey Hinton here. All right. So he's called as the living legend. He's the, I mean, the person who is called the father of the modern AI. Modern AI. All right. So I mean, advise all of you to go through some kind of, I mean, learn something about these kind of people because it will give you a lot of information about the different types of, I mean, implementations or even different advancements into this field. Now, let me tell you something. See, AI is not any new field, guys. We had this particular kind of concept in early 1950s only. But at those point of time, we did not had enough computing powers. Now, you see, we have learned something in our childhood days, like a computer is, I mean, the size of one particular big room here at that point of time. But today, you see, we are able to, I mean, play with the computing powers using some our mobile devices here, with the small devices here. All right. So that is the kind of computing capacities or the powers we have today. So after cloud, things got rapidly changed here. I mean, okay, so you can go through all these things here. I advise all of you people to go through. At least you'll come to know what are the different advancements that have been done into this fields here. All right. So now let us dive into the other things here. So there are a lot of interesting things, guys. All right. So then so as I told you, I mean, these computer, for example, so I mean, have all the cognitive abilities like just like we humans have. Now, what are the cognitive abilities here? So we see something, right? We hear something, we speak something. All right. So these are the things I mean. So AI can even perform today. So vision. So you see AI fed cameras, right? AI enabled cameras here. All right. Speech. Now, if you take the case of Siri, all right. So, for example, if you even take the case of Microsoft Cortana, Google AI Assistant here, so we can even speak to it, right? So these are the bots here. And again, like for example, you can even like for example interact with them also. So today we have the I mean kind of AI also, like generative AI. So, I mean, things like, for example, ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. So these are the AI assistants where you can even speak to it, or even like, for example, you can ask it some kind of questions. And again, it can even help you with different things here. So for example, so generative AI is the kind of AI. So today we have, which can even generate some kind of user-defined content. Now it responds to you in in the format of some kind of images or any kind of things here, code or something. Fine. So that is the form of AI we have. But let me tell you, there are few, important sub languages, or you can even call it as subtypes here, or the forms of AI. I mean, so behind all these kind of technologies here, so that we are able to see today. All right. So we have different things. Let us try to understand them. Now, if you look at the different examples of AI today, we have, so I mean, self-driving cars like Tesla car here, bots and digital assistants. You have Siri, Cortana, and again the new forms of AI like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot. Recommendation systems. For example, you purchase something over Amazon. So I mean, it recommends you with some other kind of product recommendations also. So how it is able to work here? And again, if you take the case of Netflix movie recommendations here, so now you might be interested in watching some kind of genres, right? Like for example, you might be interested to
Uh,
watch some kind of horror
Vamshi,
movies.
Vamshi, a small suggestion. Can you be a little bit slow down? Thank you.
Fine. So if you take the case of Netflix movie recommendations, Netflix movie recommendations, all right, movie recommendations, or even product recommendations on Amazon. Likewise, you have, I mean, different things here where AI is helping you, come up with different kinds of scenarios here. So if you even take the case of some other kind of things like Gmail spam filters, now looking at the content of the mail, so Gmail tries to understand like it has to send to your inbox or to your spam folder. So how it is able to work? So behind it, so there is a powerful machine learning kind of algorithm which is actually doing the job for you. Now, even let us take the case of search engines here, Google search engine, right? So now, do you think, so how do you think, like, for example, how it is able to give you the kind of result that you're asking it? Okay, so for example, you might be asking some kind of things here. It is able to give you the related websites. So how it is able to do? Again, a powerful machine learning algorithm is working behind here. So smart home technology. So today you see, I mean, we are playing with smart devices here, right from wearing smart watches and again smartphones or even smart refrigerators or even smart TVs or any other kind of smart gadgets. So today AI is taking, ruling here. And again, health data analysis. So healthcare sector is the major player of AI today because you see a lot of healthcare departments in US and again in UK, Europe, and again in India, Australia, so elsewhere. So we see robotic surgeries, and again we see some kind of healthcare diagnosis. Okay, so using AI. So right now they are implemented, guys. AI is not any myth here, no more. Okay, so AI is implemented in some form here. All right, how you're able to implement it, in which form you're implementing it, for what type you're implementing it, so that is different here. Now for example, I just want to predict something, so that is again another form of AI. So where you're using AI to say for example, look at a predicted value. For example, I just want to see what could be the future sales of my store here. All right. Or let's say, for example, I just want to find out what could be the next month sales or next quarter sales of Apple iPhones here. So that is again the form of AI which will help you with some kind of predictions here. All right. So we call it as regression in machine learning. All right. Again, robotics. In industrial applications or even in warehouses, you see robotics are implemented to perform certain tasks here. Now you see, we have Amazon warehouses in US, so where robotics are implemented to perform certain tasks here. You can even look at all these things here. You can Google it out. All right, all these things here. Now, let me introduce to you about the subfields of AI. Now, AI is a broad field. It is like just like some kind of vast ocean. But again, how do you implement it? So, we have certain different subfields here, like machine learning, deep learning, and data science. Of course, the new form of AI today we have is called generative AI. We'll also understand about it. Now, what is machine learning? So, machine learning, if you ask me, is the heart of AI, guys. The core of AI, the art of AI is machine learning. Or even if you, you can even, think of it as some kind of backbone of AI. Because without machine learning, there is no AI at all. Because see, how do you train a particular machine to perform certain task here? So that is about machine learning. And it is through machine learning, I mean, the other fields got involved here. Let us try to understand. So machine learning is a subset of AI and builds a model based on training data to make predictions here, especially when it comes to the case of machine learning. So when it comes to the case of machine learning, so we have some kind of, concept called as supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning, so ML, and again unsupervised ML. Now, what is this one? Let me give you some kind of various examples on this one. So what is supervised and what is unsupervised here? Uh, you could think of supervised learning as especially training some kind of machine to perform a particular task here. So let me show you with different examples, then you can understand what exactly is supervised here. So let's say I've given you some kind of data, all right? So I know some kind of input features and again, what is my output here? It's simply like, for example, you're training some kind of machine to perform a particular task here. Now, I just want to, for example, I just want to find out, uh, let's say you have some kind of data like California housing data, here. California housing data. Now, what this data contains is this data contains about the various, records of area in terms of square feet. All right. So again, you have some other kind of, for example, columns like number of rooms here. All right. And again, you have also have, like, so for example, some kind of prices here. So housing prices, you can understand. Now, for example, if the area of the houses, let's say, for example, some kind of data you have. So again, number of rooms is like, say, for example, two or something. So, there is some kind of price here. So what I'm trying to say is supervised machine learning is where you, make the machine learn this particular data and then you want to predict something like for example if you take the case of some kind of house I just want to purchase, so what could be the price here, or you have certain price here with some kind of area or certain number of rooms here, so you want to sell it, so what could be the price of that particular price here. So in this kind of cases we use this form of AI machine learning. All right, so let us try to understand in a deeper way so what exactly this is. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is considered a subset of artificial intelligence. So ML is the process of using mathematical models of data to help a computer learn without direct instruction. Machine learning uses algorithms to identify patterns within data, and those patterns are then used to create a data model that can make predictions here. With increased data and experience, the results of machine learning are more accurate, much like how humans improve with more practice. Now, let me put down these things in simple words here. Let's say, you're, giving training to certain person here or certain students here. Fine. Now, the more they learn, the better their accuracy will be. Now, for example, you put some kind of examination or test to them. All right. So how they're performing reveals their accuracy or reveals their progress here. In the same way, so machine learning also works in the same kind of model here. So, machine learning, gives you better results. The more you train it, the more accuracy it will give you. It has to understand the patterns inside the data. Now, let's say, for example, I just want to train it on some kind of aspect here. Let me show you something. Fine. I'll tell you mathematically how machine learning works here. Fine. A simple math, I'll tell you how does it work. Let's say you have some kind of function called, this is a basic and simple math, guys. Okay. So do not worry. So f of x equal to x square here, x square. All right. So now what is this x square here? Let me tell you. So I'm trying to train my ML model on this particular aspect here. Now, what do you mean by this? So, for example, in machine learning model, so what I do, I feed it some kind of input here. Let's say the f of x equal to 2 here. And what it has to perform. So, what is x square here? X square, is 2 multiplied by 2, it is 4 here. Fine. So, you people know this one. So, what I do is, I give it different numbers here. Let's say, for example, I give it 3, I give it 5, I give it 7, I give it 10, or okay, so likewise, I feed it with different kinds of numbers here. Then automatically it trains up with this kind of concept here. Then it will give you it is 9. So in this case, it is 25. So in this case, it is 49. And in this case, it is 100 here. All right. So then what you do, you train this particular model in this way, then it automatically learns from this. Okay, so this data that it has to perform this particular thing here. All right. Then on unknown data, for example, I will also test it on unknown data. What do you mean by unknown data? So now you have this particular data here. You have, your machine learning model has been trained on this particular data. So if I give it any other kind of number, how well it is able to give me some kind of prediction or some kind of result here. So that is what is machine learning, guys. Okay, so that is what is called as machine learning. So especially we use it in different ways here in real world. So in real world, we actually train it on some kind of things called as regression and again classification and then clustering. Now I'll give you the real-time examples of this one. So where it exactly it is used here. So you see there is some kind of examples called as let me tell you, I want to estimate some kind of housing prices prediction here. All right. So depending upon, like, say, as it give you given you some kind of data like California housing data, right? So provided, for example, if you have some kind of area or number of rooms, right? So what could be a price of the house here? Or let's say, for example, I just want to come up with what could be my sales. Okay, so in the next month here, or what are the weather forecasting? So could be in next week here. All right. So likewise, as when you want to predict something, right, it is something called as regression. Okay, in machine learning, it is the concept of regression. Now, what is classification? So classification also helps you with different things here. Let me show you something. Now, you know the popular Netflix model, right? All right, Netflix model, or even let me give you some kind of customer churn prediction. So we'll also do this particular project, guys. We have this project in machine learning, so which we'll be learning here as part of our project here. So churn prediction, what is churn? Now, for example, how many number of people leaving that particular network here? All right. So based upon the type of services or they are getting, right? So how likely is a customer able to churn it or not churn it? So that means if you take the case of Netflix model, right? So likely to cancel subscription or likely to stay subscribed here. So I want to predict like if an unknown person, okay, so what could be the chances of a particular customer leaving that network or even staying subscribed to that particular network here? So these are, for example, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and again Apple TV. Or today, if you take it modern day subscription kind of models here, they are based on purely machine learning kind of things here. So how well a customer is able to churn it. Okay, so how likely a customer is able to churn that particular model based upon the services they are interested into. So see, churn is also, let me tell you guys, classification is more thing about like classifying which is what here. For example, now you go to some kind of, for example, retail store here. You purchase some kind of products here. After getting back home, after returning back home, right? What you do, you classify each and everything, right? So in this way, classification algorithms also works in the same way. Now, what is clustering? So that was about classification. Now, what is clustering here? Clustering, let me tell you a real world example here. So, which is done by retailers here, retailers. Now you go, you visit some kind of retail store, you purchase some kind of products here. That means you're, making some kind of transaction there. Fine, in business terminology, we call it as a transaction. Now, what you do, so this retailers will study about the customer patterns here. Now, what is patterns here in the sense? So, customer purchasing kind of habits here. So, why is the customer purchasing that particular product, or what is interested into that particular product here? Or how much is able to give me, for example, the sales here. So, retailers want this particular data here. Now, for example, now a particular customer could be a customer A. He could be giving me a sales of $5,000 here. All right. So let's say, for example, let us try to understand, is giving me $500 here. A customer B is giving me almost all $2,000 here. And a customer C is giving me, like, for example, almost all, uh, let's just try to understand $5,000. Another customer D is giving me more number of sales, like, for example, so is almost all giving me $10,000 here, for example. Now, what you could understand by this particular data. So how retailers, actually categorize the different kinds of customers into groups here. Let us try to understand. Now, how they even give you some kind of sales here. Now, you see there would be some kind of sales, right? It could be Black Friday sales or Christmas sales or weekend sales or weekday sales, something. There could be a lot of sales, right? So these retailers will be generally giving us like 60% off, 80% off, 50% off, these kind of sales you might be looking at. But how they're able, giving us this way. And again, what is the intention behind this one? So how they are able to come up with this sales model, I'll explain you in a short thing here. Now, based upon the data that I'm having, I want to categorize my customers into different groups here. So groups in the sense, I want to cluster them. Group one is where, so this Butler group will be having the sales patterns from, so $100 to, let's say, $1,000 here. Or I would also consider it as, $3,000. And group two. So group two is where, so we have certain customers who gives me the sales in the range of 3,001 to, let's say, for example, $10,000 here. And then I would also have certain other group called three. So where I clustered them, so where the sales patterns would be more than $10,000 plus here. All right. So these are the people who invest more or who purchase more here. Now think of this particular thing. So if this is the data, right? Obviously, see if they see if they want to give any kind of discounts or any sales, right? So what do you think here? Now, will they be giving more to this people or more to this people here? So this people, right? Because see, let me tell you something, guys. It is a general thing, right? For example, the customers who are into this particular group will be very less in number because those are the people who invest who can invest more. It can be due to their high income levels or due to their high investing things here. So they might purchase it. Like for example, they are likely to purchase something. All right. So think of them as, for example, high income persons here. All right. Now, these are the people they will be targeting, the retail groups here. Because if you put some kind of discounts, right, obviously I'll be getting a lot of sales because the reason is more customers will be falling under this particular group. And again, this is the reason retailers implement certain discounts and sales for this particular groups, not this groups here. That is the reason they cluster or group customers according to their purchasing patterns. This is the real story behind this one. And I'm not telling you this one. There is a study behind this one, guys. Retail analytics here. All right. So they actually perform this way. And again, let me tell you, there is a machine learning model which will actually perform this particular job for them actually. All right. So machine learning algorithms which will help them in grouping the customers here. Because see, why they do in this way is when a new product is launched in the market, right? Which of the clusters or which of the group of customers can give me more number of sales? So if I invent or if I put some kind of discounts on the products, right? Certainly I'll be getting lot of sales from this particular thing. Because see, this particular group of people would obviously give me certain sales here. And I can't expect any kind of things from these particular people because they purchase any kind of thing. That's okay. But again, more number of customers are falling in this particular group here. So this is the case of clustering. And this is the real time scenario. And again, we'll also be working on this particular machine learning model here. All right. So machine learning product customer segmentation. All right. So this is the model we'll be implementing. So look at this. Identify the potential customer base for selling the product. Okay. So you would be having different groups here. Different groups here. Implementing clustering algorithms to group the customer base and then selling product to the identified customer group. So that means you will be targeting the right customer group here. So that is what machine learning will help you in this scenario. And this is the real-time recommendation that even your Amazon gives you, and even your Netflix also recommends you the kind of movies, based upon the genres you're interested into. And again, you can see a lot of recommendations in this way. So first of all, they implement this thing, and later on, it will recommend or suggest some kind of products to you. All right. Now on Amazon, you might be looking at this case, right? Like when you purchase some kind of product, it also gives you recommendations about other products here. So people who have purchased these products have also bought these products. You might have seen this kind of things here. So that is recommendations. Now, how come it is able to give you based upon this patterns here, customer segmentation patterns? Okay. So based upon the machine learning kind of cases. So, it will recommend you certain things here. Okay, so this is about the clustering, guys. Fine. Now, these are the core part of machine learning. So, core part of machine learning, as I told you, is the concept of regression. Regression is about prediction, right? It could be anything, guys. It could be sales prediction, or it could be some kind of weather prediction, or it could be housing prices prediction. All right. So, it is something about predicting some kind of unknown value or a future value. Then, classification. Classification. So classification is about to classify certain things here. So like identifying which is apple, which is mango, or which is apple, which is pear, something. All right. Then we have the case of clustering. Clustering. Okay. So clustering, like for example, customer segmentation, like grouping. I mean, people based on different purchase patterns here. All right. Now, let me again give you other examples. Now that you have understood the machine learning kind of cases, right? So let us try to understand what it exactly, how does it exactly work here? How machine learning is related to AI. Machine learning is considered a subset of AI. An intelligent computer thinks like a human and carries out tasks on its own. One way to train a computer to mimic human reasoning is to use a neural network, which is a series of algorithms that are modeled after the human brain. Now, I'll tell you the concept of neural network in a while. So, before this one, let us try to understand the different examples that where machine learning is implemented in real world. So as I told you, right from the product recommendations, like on Amazon, or even if you take other kind of retail cases here, Walmart or something, I mean, again, email automation. So whether that particular mail is a spam or is it genuine mail here. So whether Gmail, see, by looking at the contents of that mail, I mean, Gmail automatically tries to identify, so whether it has to be sent to the inbox or to the spam folder. And even in financial kind of domain as well, so they are using machine learning to solve different fraudulent transactions, fraud cases, detect fraud transactions here, credit card fraud detections, or even loan predictions here. Okay, so how customer is likely to, I mean, repay the entire loan or something. So whether to grant him a new loan or something. So these are the, I mean, things that are happening in real world, guys. These are not any myth or any kind of vague examples I'm giving you. All right. Now again, facial recognition. So you see, we have today the modern security cameras where example, they are using this kind of things here. Now, let me tell you a case study about the kind of cameras, AI enabled cameras in New York traffic, traffic system. New York traffic system. Now, I don't know how many of you people are from New York here, but again, let me tell you, see, in New York traffic, of course, I mean, we also have it in London, we also have it in India as well, in popular cities, in Australia as well, so Sydney and Melbourne. So they are these particular cameras here. Now, they are, like, for example, AI-enabled cameras, not just, I mean, normal cameras here. So what is the speciality of these cameras is they'll automatically try to detect who is a particular object. What is a particular object about? Who is performing what thing? Okay, like what I mean to say is they will be helping the traffic system or the traffic police department in order to issue automated challans here or to, like for example, whoever violates the traffic rules, it will automatically signal them and again they'll take respective action on them. All right. So these are the, I mean, things that are going in real world. So this is the kind of AI. So especially they implement deep learning and machine learning in order to solve this one. And again, as I told you, fraud detection, social media optimization. Today we have, I mean, Instagram, we have again Meta, we have Twitter, we have different other forms of social media things here. So where again this AI is implemented to solve different, to give you different user experiences here. Healthcare, as I told you, in order to detect a patient diseases or outcomes here, and again in order to give them better diagnosis, AI is used here. Speech recognition. So what is speech recognition? As I told you, you speak to bots here, different bots. It could be, I mean, Amazon Alexa, Microsoft Cortana, or even a Google AI Assistant here. Or today, as I told you, we are also having some kind of AI where you can interact with them. So like, I mean, Chat GPT or Microsoft Copilot, all are these kind of examples here. Autonomous vehicles, Tesla car. All right. So, which is the biggest, for example, implementation of this machine learning and deep learning. All right. See, all these are real world examples, guys. Fine. So where AI is implemented in some kind of form here. Fine. Now, so as I told you, the when it comes to the case of machine learning types, right? So we have supervised learning, we have unsupervised learning, and we have reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is about agentic AI or autonomous systems here. Fine. So these are a special kind of AI which will perform or automate the tasks for you. Agentic AI, or AI agents we call them as. And supervised learning. So what are these ML techniques? Supervised learning. Addressing data sets with labels or structure, data acts as a teacher and trains the machine, increasing in its ability to make a prediction or decision. So supervised learning, as I told you, we have regression and classification where you train the data, where you train the machine learning model on some kind of data, and you come up with different predictions or classifications from the data. So that is this form of, ML. And again, the other machine learning technique is unsupervised. So where I've given you the case of customer segmentation. So the machine learning is fed with some kind of machine learning model is fed with some kind of different customer data here, and then it will try to cluster the customers based on some kind of features here. Feature similarity we call it as. All right. So because some people might be having the same purchasing patterns here, or as I told you in this case here, particularly now some kind of people might be falling into this particular category, or some kind of people might be falling into this particular group here. All right. So that means there is some kind of feature similarity here. So how they are, like for example, what products they're purchasing, what are their purchasing patterns here. So it will try to understand and it will try to group those kind of customers here. All this is a reality, guys, in real world where it is actually being implemented. So how it is implemented, we'll be learning the entire things in practical way. Okay, so using different machine learning techniques here. All right. So let me tell you, supervised learning. So as will let me show you in an image format. So it is where you try to make it understand about this particular data and it will give you the output as apple. So that means, for example, if I give it any unknown fruit, it will try to identify whether it is apple or not. So that is the case of supervised machine learning. And then unsupervised machine learning is where you give it all the data that you have, then you train it on this particular data, then it will actually, categorize the data for you. So that is, this is apple and this is mango or something. Fine. So this is unsupervised learning. So just like, so I give them some kind of customer data to it. So it will come up with different groups here. So these are some kind of, customers which can form one particular group, and these are some kind of other customers which can form another kind of group likewise. So that is unsupervised learning here. All right. So again, next thing comes the case of deep learning. So what is deep learning especially? Now, deep learning is a special case of machine learning where it is, where it works on the same kind of concept like humans. Neurons here. Now you see, the human brain has the concept of neurons, right? So what is the case of neurons here? Neurons is the transmitter. That means it will signal you what kind of task you have to perform. In the same way, deep learning also works in the same kind of format here. So more of this thing we'll be learning it in our actual sessions. So once we start with the actual sessions, right, I'll give you a lot of examples. And again, we'll also try to understand, how exactly deep learning works here. You see, especially it is used in cases like image detection. So you have this image detection features, right? In Google, we have this one. All right. Now you give it some kind of image, and again, it will tell you with some kind of recommendations here, speech, audio, and again, video kind of processing here, chatbots, and again, personal digital assistants here, game playing, robotics, control systems. So today we have different security systems here. So the secure systems which are AI enabled here. So their deep learning works here. Tailored experiences are product recommendations, Netflix movie recommendations, and some other kind of recommendations here. Self-driving cars like your Tesla cars here. Okay, so these are where deep learning is implemented. Fine. Now let us try to understand a new form of AI. Then we'll dive into the practical sessions, guys. Okay, so I'll show you practically form a simple example here. Sorry. Now generative AI. So today you see, this is the new form of AI, right? So today, wherever you go, so generative AI is making the waves here. All right. So this is the new trend in AI. But what exactly this one? Now we have, see, this is the form of AI where you can interact with it. So using a chat model or using, I mean, you can speak to it, or even you can even ask it to generate some kind of content here in the form of image or code or even audio, video, these kind of things here. So generative AI is where you generate something with AI. Okay, so it is nothing but generate with AI. Okay, so that is generative AI. So what do you generate? What it generates here? It generates some kind of user-defined content, especially in the form of images, audio, then video, then code. That means you can even ask it to write some kind of code for you and explain the concept for you. All right. You can even ask it to generate some kind of image also. Or even, for example, you might be having some kind of blog here. So let me show you. So one such kind of example is this one. So Microsoft Copilot. Okay, so you see, if you have this kind of browsers, right? Obviously, you'll be having this one. So this is Microsoft Copilot. And again, in Google, for example, browsers, you have the concept of this Google Gemini. So they are coming inbuilt here. All right, so Google Gemini feature here. So that is again another Gen AI. I mean, we could also able to see some kind of, for example, Chat GPT kind of applications also, right? So like you can even Chat
Vamshi,
GPT.
can I
Yes,
share my screen? I have the advanced chat GPT. So
fine,
let the
fine.
people, yeah, just 1 minute, Vamshi, thank you. All right, team. So I have the advanced chat GPT. Maybe I thought it will be more efficient what Vamshi is talking about. This is the chat GPT latest one. So it can detect my voice. It can generate the images. It can understand and it works on the memory. Let us say I'm just texting, hey, write an adventure story for my 5-year-old daughter. And then it's automatically, it understands, okay, I have 5-year-old daughter, and then it is automatically writing the story for here. And this is about the one morning Mira woke up and everything and all the stuff. So I understand that the story is good and everything. Maybe I'm just writing, generate a text cover image. Now it is understanding my text, and it is also, I am not giving much of the information here. Okay, just 1 minute. Yeah. S- So if you see here, I didn't give another image. I just asked generate a text cover image. Now, based on the story, it is summarizing. It is summarizing and it is generating the image. So it is understanding my language. I'm just talking to it, automatically transitioning the input and giving the output in a detailed way. And it shouldn't be taking too much time. Maybe I think it's just processing the information, and this is the latest one. Creating, now it's generating, and then the load is also really high on these chat gpts nowadays. Now the it's so this is the generative AI. It can generate text, it can generate short videos. I can go to the Sora, you have the Sora here. So it generates a short video. For example, I want to do a demo on the cybersecurity. I just ask generate a 30-second video, it automatically generate. Now you see here. Now, what I can do, if I want to do a small business, I can just do it as a cover letter and then add the story in the nice PPT. And I can just go to Amazon and I can sell it as a book. Hello, Onam, please turn off your cameras. Turn off your cameras. Cameras are not required in the class. Darling, Onam. So we can do all these activities. Okay, this is one classic example of the generative AI. Because I have the latest model, I thought maybe I can just share it with you guys, and you have the experience. Thank you.
Fine. So that was one good Chat GPT example. Then again, the same kind of, generative AI assistant, we also have in it in your browsers here. So right in your Edge browsers. So you see, have given it some kind of questions like, hey, I have a tech product selling blog with me. So please help me with images of products here. So see, it is giving you some kind of products here. So like, I mean, see what you can do with just generative AI kind of things is you can ask it to generate some kind of images for your blogs or something, or you can even ask it to, for example, read it some kind of, for example, blog for you. Now, let me tell you something. You can also ask it to give you a summary of some kind of things here from particular article or something. So you can even upload something and you can even ask it to generate a summary of different points here. I'll also show you that one. Or else what you can do, you can also ask it to generate some kind of audio kind of thing for you, or even generate some kind of video content for you, or even you can ask it to generate some kind of code here. So, okay, so let me ask it, please. Okay, so help me generate a code, a Python code. Okay, so Python code to find the factorial of a number. All right. So normally, for example, see, you might have to write certain code, right? So even it will help us in generating this particular code as well. So if you ask it something, right? So it will give you some kind of code for you. All right. So then even you can ask it to, I mean, explain about certain code here. All right. So you can ask it to generate some kind of code. So if you, for example, now look at this one. I asked it like I have some kind of blog with me, and again I want to have some kind of images for that products here. So it has generated some kind of product images for me, and then it is also suggesting me something. Take product image highlights. Here are few curated examples. Best tech products of the decade here. So you can ask it to also come up with some kind of hashtags also to sell the products here, or come up with some kind of ad impressions to how to sell that product here. Now, because see, now when you have blog, you certainly you will be, I mean, going with some kind of ad marketing, right? Fine. So of the project products that you have, it can also help you in doing that particular task with you. All right. So that is the kind of AI we have today. All right. So which will help us in some kind of way here. All right. In different ways here that we ask it. Okay. So likewise, we have different things here. So I'll also tell you what are the different generative AI assistants we have here. All right. So generative AI is a form of artificial intelligence in which models are trained to generate new original content based on natural language input. It refers to the use of AI to create new content like text, images, music, audio, and videos here. All right. So you see, I mean, this form of generative AI are normally embedded into some kind of chat applications like ChatGPT or browsers like Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, and of course, these are a lot of things that we're able to do here. And again, let me tell you, I mean, just 3 days or 4 days earlier, we had this ChatGPT newest release. Okay. So we have ChatGPT 5 version got released here. Okay. So GPT 5. This was released just 2 days back here, or just, I mean, 3 days back. I hope so. All right. But let me tell you how come this generative AI is able to give you the kind of content or the kind of stuff that you're looking for. So it is the backbone, LLMs. We call it as large language models. All right. So large language models. Now, let me tell you, generative AI has got trained. See, this different generative AI models have been trained on the billions and trillions data parameters here, so which are publicly available. All right, so that is why it is able to give you this kind of stuff here. So for example, if you ask it like for example, what is the capital city of France here, so I mean, of course, we know that one, so it is Paris here. But again, how come it is able to give you, how come it has got trained here, so that will be learning it in our sessions here. All right, so we have interesting sessions on this one, so generative AI. So we'll be learning about all these kind of things here. So the backbone of generative AI, as I told you, is LLM, which is also called large language models here. Generative AI applications are powered by language models, which are specialized type of machine learning model that you can use to perform natural language processing. Tasks like classifying natural language text, summarizing text, generating new natural language. So you can speak it to in the language you can. Okay, so for example, this LLM models have been trained on some 200 plus different languages, guys. So where it can give you the result in your language as well. All right. And again, see, as I told you, they're trained with vast quantities of data, billions or even trillions of data, publicly available data. All right. And again, let me tell you, now I'll give you the difference between the three different, forms of AI. So that have been evolved over years here. So under the traditional AI, the first AI was the traditional AI, as I told you. So there, so we had some kind of concept called as Alan Turing, Turing test here. It was completely based on rule-based systems here, rule-based approach. So what is this rule-based approach is? I mean, a computer can perform a particular task here. So the best example of this kind of approach was a basic calculator. So, I mean, if you take the case of calculator, right, you can perform some kind of arithmetic operations on that one. All right. So that means it is able to perform certain tasks for you. It is especially developed to create that particular task here. I mean, beyond that one, if you ask it something, right? For example, you cannot ask it like what could be the sales of Apple iPhones in the next week here. So that is not possible with that form of AI. Again, due to the advanced computations we had in this particular field, so we had machine learning and deep learning. So that is the modern AI we have. So where they can understand the data, they can identify the patterns in the data, and then they can even give you some kind of recommendations or even predictions here, classifications, or even customer segmentation. These kind of activities they can perform here. And the latest AI or the new form of AI, which is called generative AI. So this is some kind of AI, so which can generate some kind of things for you. It could be in the format of image, audio, video, or even some kind of code or something. So this is the differences between the different forms of AI, guys. You can see, so over a period of time, there are different forms of AI that have been evolved here. All right. But let me tell you, it took a lot of years here in order to get to this kind of evolution. I mean, because see, as I told you, we did not had enough computing powers, but today we are able to leverage this computing powers through the help of this cloud here. All right. So through the help of this cloud kind of concept, right? Cloud computing, we're able to achieve this kind of, we are able to get this kind of computing powers, and we are able to achieve this kind of AI. Now, guys, let me show you a very interesting, a simple example. Just a minute. All right. Now, see, I'll explain you a simple regression model using scikit-learn. So scikit-learn is some kind of Python library. So we'll be implementing all these kind of techniques in Python. And you see in Python, for each and every machine learning kind of thing, we have a particular kind of module or library. All right. So we'll be learning all these things in detail once we start with the actual sessions here. Now I'll show you some kind of example, and I'll also show you different projects here, what you'll be, practicing and what you'll be making. Okay, so what you'll be creating something in this once you learn these sessions here. All right, so what are the hands-on labs you'll be having, and again, what things you'll be doing it practically. All right, so everything will be learning it in a practical approach, guys. Right. You see,
Yeah, I will send it to you. Uh, what size you wear? Extra large.
guys, any questions? Okay, please, thank you. All right. So now let me show you something. See, I just want to show you a basic machine learning model. So I'll be building some kind of model to predict student scores based on the number of study hours they put in. So as part of this one, I'm going with, first of all, the concept here is to go with required libraries here. So I mean, see, even if you're unable to understand, put these things apart, but I'm showing you a basic prediction model here. How come, like for example, how come we perform this kind of predictions here in machine learning? All right. And as I told you, in Python, we go with the scikit-learn. So this is one kind of popular module or library. So especially for machine learning kind of cases here. Now, so first of all, I'm importing all the required libraries here. So then I have some kind of data with me. So where I give some kind of sample data. Okay, so in order to get it trained on this particular data. So you see, X is some kind of study hours the students puts in. All right. So that means if the student puts in 1 hour of study, so you would be getting a score of 10 marks here in an examination. So let us try to understand in this way. And again, if he puts in like for example, 2 hours of study, so he'll be getting 20 marks here. And again, likewise, if he puts in 4, he'll be getting 46 hours, it is 55, and again, 8 hours, it is 80. That means, as you can see in the data, the more hours he puts in, the more marks he gets in the particular examination. Now, what I'm doing is, How do you train a machine learning model here is we generally train it on some kind of 80-20 kind of ratio. That means when you have some kind of data, understand that you have 100 records here. I'll tell you in a simple way. Now, out of 100 records that we have, 80% of the data, we assume it as training data. That means this 80% of the data, you make it train. That means you make it learn that particular data. It is something like making a student learn some kind of data. All right, so learn some kind of things here. Then what you do, you put in some kind of test, right? And you test him. How many marks he would be getting in that particular test or examination. The same thing I'm performing. Okay, I'm even building my machine learning model. So I'm training it on some kind of data. And again, the rest 20% of the data, it is in my unknown data. That means I would be testing it, what kind of accuracy it has learned the data and whether it is able to give me the right predictions or not here. So this is my model about. Now, here I'm performing the same thing. So training is 80% data, testing is 20% data I've taken. And for this model, I'm implementing some kind of machine learning algorithm called linear regression. So which is a very popular algorithm, especially for predicting the things here in machine learning. So we have this in statistics also. We'll also be learning this particular concept here, regression in statistics here. So once you join this course, so we'll also be having a detailed case study about this regression, so how this regression works. So what is the math behind this one? What are the statistics behind this one? So we'll learn it in a very detailed way. Now, so again, see, model fitting is something, so where I'm making it learn here. Okay, so this is the actual command, so which will help that particular machine learning model to understand the data. Then you see, for regression, so we go with this popular kind of techniques called, for example, like we have some kind of formula, right? So a straight line kind of formula, y equal to mx plus, for example, c here or b something. So let me even show you. Simple linear regression. Look at this. Okay. So this linear regression, so we go with actually. So in machine learning, we call it as, so beta 0 plus beta 1x, or in mathematically, we also call it as y equal to mx plus c. Now we have learned this in our childhood days, right? So what is y equal to mx plus c or y equal to a plus bx? So people go with different things here, or you can even type it like y equal to mx plus c. It will automatically give you that is a regression kind of things here. All right. So now what is this one basically? So you'll see this one. All right. So you can go with different kinds of things here. So what is y equal to mx plus c? Or you can even understand from here. It is the equation of a straight line here. So we use this particular equation to try to understand about a regression kind of thing. The concept here is very simple. So you have some kind of data. For example, if I relate the same kind of concept to some kind of housing prices prediction, right? So the x-axis would be, you can understand it to be some kind of area. So based upon the area, right? So what is the prediction that it is able to give you? That means what is the price of the house here? So price would be taken it on y-axis here. So this is the way you can understand. I think I've even shown you this one. So let us go with this one. See, this is the model. Now, if you have some kind of area on x-axis, right? So what is the price here? So whether, see, it's a normal thing that, the more area it is, the price of the house will be increasing here. All right. So that means like, for example, in regression, it is about to predict some things here. All right. So again, this model will give you the same kind of things here. So I'm developing or I'm building my model on the same kind of lines here. Then I'm predicting what is my slope and intercept here. Now you see, this is the equation I have, right? So what is this one? So the y-intercept here. What is this one? M. So it stands for slope here. I'm not going deeper into these kind of models here. So, but let me tell you guys, this is some kind of equation we have for a straight line. So then it is able to predict me certain things here. But again, let me try to understand you something. So what is the kind of accuracy it is able to learn here? First of all, let me show you visually. If I see as a good data scientist or a machine learning engineer, so not only about analysis that you need to make, you also need to visualize the things also because see, you can better explain the kind of data in a visual way rather than analyzing it. All right. So if you look at this one, right? See, as I told you, the more number of study hours the student puts in, right? Like for example, the better score is able to make here. So you can test it. For example, You can test it on unknown data. So look at this one. So let me once again go through this one. See, first of all, I'll execute all these things here. So I'm executing this one. Now what I do, so for example, see, normally, for example, if a student puts in 3 hours of study, so because as per the data that we have, the input data, we do not have certain numbers here. So let us go for trying testing it. For example, what is the case of 5 hours if he puts in 5 hours here or some other kind of number? Let me go with. So if he puts in 3 hours of study, so this is the kind of score it is able to generate. Now let us verify it with our visual model here. So what is this one? See, if a student puts in 2 hours of study, it is able to generate, like for example, 20 marks here. And if it is able to, for example, puts in 3 hours of study, so the score is increasing here. You can even draw some kind of line here. All right. So it is almost all 30 here. So it is able to predict you this thing, 29.16. That means if he puts in 3 hours of study, he would be getting a marks of 29, approximately 30 marks here. All right. So likewise, if he puts in 5.5 hours of study, 6.5 hours of study, and even 9.5 hours of study, so this is the marks that is able to score. So 53.57, 63.34, and again 92.64. Now, all this data, this 3 hours, and again this 5.5 hours, 6.5 hours, 9.5 hours, this is called unknown data. All right, unknown data. Likewise, even in the case of housing prices prediction, you can even test it with unknown area or unknown number of gnomes here. For example, now I want to, for example, you have some kind of house here and you want to sell it. Okay, so I mean, you know its area and you know how many number of rooms it has. So you want to predict, like, for example, how at which price you need to sell it. All right, you have that in a Bay Area, or let's say, for example, you have it in Los Angeles, or you have your house which is located in New York suburbs here. So you want to sell it on a particular, price here for a particular price here. You can go with this simple machine learning model so that it will tell you exactly with what kind of estimation you could go with. All right. So this is about a simple regression kind of techniques, guys. So likewise, you can test it, and again, you can come up with different predictions here. All right. So regression is purely about predictions here. So likewise, I mean, this is some kind of math or this is some kind of things you'll be learning. Again, so we'll be working with some kind of real world data, I mean, case studies here. Not this is just a simple example to show you guys. Likewise, we have different ad sales prediction. I'll also show you this one. We have multiple linear regression. See, it is about multiple linear regression model for ad campaign sales here. So this is a real world project that you'll be working on. Okay. This project is about like a ad sales organization. So we have that data taken from Kaggle. See, all the data sets or the live data will be taking it from Kaggle. Okay. So Kaggle and UCI machine learning repository. All right. So this is the kind of data we'll be taking with. And here I'll show you, I mean, like I'll be taking data sets from this one to the real world data sets and I'll help you with some kind of case studies here. All right. So how to train your machine learning models and how you can solve the real world problems here. All right. So see, let me tell you guys, when it comes to the case of, machine learning or something, people just go with accuracy and tell them that that is done. They are done with that thing. That means that is the actual machine learning, but it is not. Now, for example, now you see this particular data set. So we have this particular ad sales organization. So now what is this especially is, for example, you're working as a data scientist or a machine learning engineer. They have approached you. So they want to ask you, so if investing into which kind of ad mode or ad marketing kind of campaign, so their sales will generate more here. So that is the kind of case study we have here. All right. So the goal is to assess the relationship between all of the features here, TV, radio, social media. So they are giving ad marketing, they're going with ad marketing on these kind of channels here. And they want to build up sales here. So you also need to tell them by investing more amounts of money into which kind of ad marketing types would generate more number of sales for them. So this is the kind of projects that we'll be solving here, not just merely about accuracy or some other kind of things here. That is not the kind of learning we'll be learning here. Okay. You have to tell him some kind of recommendations, what you learned from them. And again, what are the suggestions that you're giving him? All right. So what are the product recommendations here? Okay. And again, let me also show you some other kind of interesting case study. Uber Eats USA. Now, you know Uber Eats, right? So all of you might be ordering some kind of food online, right? So especially Uber Eats. I mean, okay, you have this data. So you're working as some kind of data scientist or some kind of ML engineer or AI engineer. Now, what kind of suggestions you would be giving him? Okay, in order to improve their business model or in order to improve the, for example, sales of different restaurants here or hotels here. All right. So customers will be ordering food online from different kinds of restaurants here. Okay. So based upon the data that you have, right, you have to suggest them something. So our previous students have solved this one. So you can see this one. Okay. They have solved this project, guys. And then let me tell you, these are all the real-time case studies you will be also solving here, and you can even project them in your resumes and GitHub kind of things also. All right. So you can show them in interviews as well, so that you have worked on this kind of models here, projects here. So look at this number of orders per cuisine type here. So what are the popular cuisines here? So you see, out of this one, we have the American cuisine is the popular thing, and the next popular thing is Japanese here, Japanese. And likewise, for example, if you look at things, you also need to visualize the things here, not just merely analyzing the things. You also tell them like what it is exactly. Now, for example, if you look at this one, the minimum cost of the order is $4.47. Maximum cost of the order is 35.41. Okay. The average cost is $14.14 here. All right. Then again, if you look at, see, number of orders per day of the week here. So how many number of orders are received in normally during weekdays and weekends here? Normally, it is the kind of thing. For example, in weekends we do have a lot of orders, right? Customers, I mean, so they go with a lot of orders here. All right. So generally, these restaurants get a lot of orders from customers during the weekends here. All right. So this is the kind of case study. And so you'll be giving some kind of ratings to the food, right? So what are the different ratings here? So what you can understand from that one? And again, look at this particular thing. See, delivery times also. Maximum food preparation time is 20 minutes. So the maximum is 35 minutes here, and the average food preparation time is 27 minutes. So you can suggest them to reduce this particular time here. All right. Then you could also see maximum delivery time. So from the time that you order some kind of food here and the time you receive that particular order, right? Okay. So that means your food here. So what is the delivery time, especially after the food is prepared? What is the delivery times here? So it is taking 15 minutes, the minimum delivery time. So you can suggest them to reduce this particular, delivery times also. And again, what are the top five restaurants here? So which restaurants are getting more number of orders here? So this is the data science kind of tricks you will be implementing here. So here is where you will also be implementing statistical analysis, guys. All right. So then, which is the most popular cuisine on weekdays here? So weekdays and again weekends also. So what percentage of the orders cost more than $20 here? So how many orders? I have, more than $20 here in terms of this one. So what is the mean order delivery time here? So again, you can go with distribution plots here. So we'll be learning them in statistical ways, all these things here. So this will help you to analyze the data well, and you could tell them your suggestions here as a data scientist or as a machine learning engineer, right? So you can tell Uber Eats what to do actually. So how to improve their business model or how to improve their sales revenues here. And how could they gain customer, for example, satisfaction here? Because customer satisfaction is the prior thing, right? For these people here. All right. Any retailer you take it. All right. So you can help them with all these things here. You could also tell them your suggestions here. See, conclusions and again your recommendations here. This is what is you will be doing here. All right. It's not just about mere going with some kind of accuracies in regression models, or let's say, for example, if your machine learning model is able to give you some kind of accuracy, done. It's done here. It is not thing. So you'll be also, designing it and you will be learning it in such way that so you'll be also helping them with some kind of recommendations or some kind of model deployment activities also. Fine. Second, let me show you the retail case study. So this is the retail case study, guys. So we have retail superstore data analysis. So you could see this one. So we have data. Again, this project also. You'll be working on. So I'll be making you work on retail case study. Some kind of sales revenue model, churn prediction. Okay, so classifying something. Okay, customer churn prediction, customer segmentation, product recommendation. So these are the projects. So we'll be working in real world. Okay, so once we start with our actual real world sessions here. All right. So just look at this one. I'll also show you something, for example. So these are all the things that our students have solved here. And see, total sales by category. You can see them. So total count of sales by category. And again, total sales by subcategory products here. So what are the different products here we have? Count of sales by category. All right, total sales by ship mode here. All right, ship mode. So again, what are the ship modes? Ship modes means you can understand the delivery types here. So I mean, when was it delivered, and again, in how what way it was delivered here. All right. So again, you have different segments here. Fine. Again, total sales by region. So which region has got more number of sales here? So by looking at the plot, you can understand it is West region. We got the more number of sales here. Then followed by East region here. Then followed by Central region and again South region. All right. So then uh, profit by category. So which are the category product categories that got the most profits here? So you see it is technology, then followed by office supplies and furniture. So again, we also have some other kind of things like sales and profit by ship mode. All right. See, again, let me tell you, we'll be also working on Walmart data, and again, Contoso data. So we have this one. So I'll make you work on this particular projects also, Walmart data and Contoso data. So you have to come up with some kind of suggestions and recommendations by implementing different data science analysis here. All right. So you have to do this one. So then I would also give you some kind of questions to solve here. So like I mean you have to find it out this particular questions here. So how you come up with different analysis and again different I mean visual ways here. So on this kind of questions here. So likewise, we'll be getting more insights into the projects and more understanding about the concepts that you'll be learning, whether it is data science, machine learning, or even like for example, and again, I'll also explain you the kind of machine learning models on cloud as well, Azure cloud. All right. So let me also show you some kind of contents, guys. We have this contents also. So let me show you what you will be learning as part of the program here. So it's artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. So with generative AI. So again, I'll also tell you what kind of certifications we'll be having as part of this particular course here. So, I mean, in which direction you need to go. So I'll also give you all those kind of things here. So it will be for about 12 weekends here. So that you will be learning this particular course. If it extends, I mean, so it will
Vamshi,
be
before we
extended.
go to
Yeah.
the course content, could you please show how can we, one of the student asked how the large language model looks like. If you can open your Azure cloud instance and show the AML
Okay.
model, that will give them a practical understanding, Vamshi. Okay.
All
And
right. No
also, I
problem.
think one or two people are a little bit concerned about the speed. I know that this is more of an intro kind of a class covering various
Yeah.
topics. The actual classes are going to be in a slow mode, right from the basics. Okay, so it is better a little bit slow down. That should be fine.
Okay.
We
So
can take
guys,
a
I'm
little bit
really
of
sorry
time. Yeah.
because a lot of things have to be covered here. So that's the thing I'm going in this particular pace. But again, let me assure you. So once we start with the actual sessions, right? So things will become much simpler here. So I'll teach you from the scratch here. So how to build up a large language model or something. So anything that you will be learning here. So how to even come up with regression, classification, clustering kind of models, everything. So what are the analysis you will be making, everything. All right. So I mean, but again, here I have to tell you all the things. So that is why. So I'm going with a little bit. Okay. 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 So
Understood.
on
No
Azure,
problem, Vamshi. You are here to share the screen, Vamshi.
just a minute.
डॉलर $600
So you the first thing is you need to first of all build a machine learning service here. Then I mean on cloud, right? So it will be you'll be going with this way. Now, if it is other than cloud, what we'll be doing is we'll also be learning some kind of hugging face. And again, so I'll also give you some kind of insights into ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot. ChatGPT and again Microsoft Copilot. All right. Fine. So Hugging Face models also will be covering, guys. Okay, so Hugging Face here. So Hugging Face. So where you will be learning some kind of RAG models here. Fine. So some kind of models like how you can generate some kind of RAG model to create some kind of AI agent here. All right. So AI assistant or AI agent. So I'll give you some kind of things, but again, it will take some time. So otherwise, what I'll do, so I mean, for example, I'll show you this in the next kind of session because it will take some time in order to show you this one. All right. So, but again, I'll tell you what kind of things we'll be learning on Azure. So let me give you some kind of things here. So as part of Azure, right? So we'll be going with Azure ML here, Azure Machine Learning. So I'll give you a small thing, like for example, what you'll be doing in especially Azure here, Microsoft Azure, which is a cloud kind of thing. So on Azure, whether you go with Microsoft Azure, Azure ML, so we have two things here, Auto ML, Auto ML. So Auto ML is also called as automated machine learning. So what is automated machine learning? Now, automated machine learning is kind of service in Azure. So where it will help you to come up with different models here. So for example, now I've shown you how to train a simple linear regression model. Here you can just give it some kind of data and again it will, I mean, you can ask it to come up with some kind of best fit models here or some kind of best suggestion models here. It will automatically give you that particular models here. You do not have to perform anything. You do not have to write any single kind of line of code here. So that is about automated machine learning. So we also have some other kind of service called as ML Designer here, Azure ML Designer. All right. So where you will be learning with some kind of models here, like for example, how you design it, how do you even do it in a visual way? So it will explain you ML Designer here. So we will be working with this kind of models here. All right. So like as I told you, so a machine learning model which comes up with a regression kind of case study, and again finding the best fit classification model with Auto ML, we'll be learning that one. And as I told you, we'll also be doing some kind of generative models on Azure Open AI Service, and again some kind of computer vision models here. So computer vision models and NLP kind of case studies also we'll be doing it. All right. So this is the kind of things we'll be performing it on Azure Cloud here. So because see today, not just I mean data science and machine learning, even if you know cloud things, right? So that will boost your chances of, for example, jobs here, especially when you go to interviews and again in the job scenarios, right? It will make you stand, I mean, apart from others here. Because cloud is something which will, I mean, give you additional boost your weightage to your resume when you put these things in your resumes here or CVs here. All right. So again, now you can ask me why Azure or why not any again other things here. Azure is ruling or overtaking this particular market here. Before we had AWS here, now Azure is ruling. And again, you can also see this is not my words here. These are not, mark me, these are not my words here, guys. I'll even tell you this one. I'll even show you. Now you people know Forbes magazine, right? Forbes. Okay, so this has been published. This article has been published on Forbes here. So why Microsoft Azure could take the cloud lead from Amazon AWS by 2026. So because as you people know, Microsoft has joined hands with OpenAI, right? And they have rolled out some kind of product called ChatGPT. So things got rapidly changed after this particular things here. And Microsoft is betting huge into this particular AI and cloud kind of things here. And then they are rolling out different, I mean, models in this AI. All right. And they're coming up with this different kinds of things. Even OpenAI is some kind of model. We have it in Azure also. So you can see this one. OpenAI. Okay. So this one. Azure OpenAI. All right. And here, all these things, I mean, so we'll be working on one central kind of called as Azure AI Foundry. So we have this particular tool on Azure. So where you will be learning. So Azure will be helping us with performing all the different kinds of AI stuff. Okay, so on this Azure AI Foundry. So I'll make you work on this particular cloud here. All right, so what is Azure AI Foundry? Think of it as some kind of centralized or unified platform where you can perform anything here, machine learning, NLP, or even generative AI, everything. You can, we'll be working with this kind of models here. Any kind of model, Chat GPT, Grok AI, or even Gemini or something. So anything you can work here. All right, so you can integrate all of your models here. And we'll be working with our generative AI models on this particular thing here. All right. So this is some kind of, generative AI we'll be working on with. And again, as I told you about Azure Machine Learning, so it also gives us an integrated platform to work with here. All right. Azure AI Foundry. So Azure AI Foundry is the latest tool, from Azure. So which will help you integrate your AI models on cloud and again come up with the best fit models on cloud here and again integrate some kind of third party APIs also. Like it could be Chat GPT or it could be Google Gemini or it could be Grok AI or it could be any other kind of things here. So we'll be working on this particular things here. So you will be working on all the latest cutting edge AI tools here as part of a course. Fine. And as I told you, we'll be also building, different projects here, case studies here. So which you can project them onto your CVs as well. And then let me tell you guys, okay, something. As I told you, what we'll be learning as part of a course, right? So let me also show you some other things. Now let me give you an introduction to a course here. So we'll be starting off with Python programming, so which is required for AI ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So we'll be learning. So what you will be learning as part of this course, it will give you a complete insights into this one. So Python, machine learning. And then we'll be diving deep into the data science concepts here. So where you'll be learning about some kind of modules like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. NumPy is for mathematical computation, so numerical analysis. Pandas is where you'll be playing with your real world data sets here. So you'll be analyzing them, you'll be coming up with different analysis on them, like visualizing them, analyzing them, everything using Matplotlib and Seaborn. Then we'll be diving deep into the statistics and EDA part. So where I've shown you, like you'll be diving deep into your data and you'll be making it learn about the data patterns in the data here. Then it will help us to perform certain tasks like regression or classification or something else here. All right. So what are those concepts required as part of statistics and EDA? So you'll be learning them completely. Then we'll be diving into the machine learning concepts here. So as I told you, supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and again, the different algorithms here. So I'll make you learn how to evaluate your machine learning models. We'll also be learning them. And then, so as I told you, like, for example, regression model, classification, customer segmentation, product recommendations, everything we'll be learning here. Fine. So then once we are done with this one, so we'll be also learning something about the deep learning and NLP case studies here. Then artificial intelligence and generative AI. So then we'll be diving deep into the Azure machine learning. So where, as I told you, you'll be learning on this particular thing, this particular tool here, Azure AI Foundry. All right. So I'll make you, create some kind of models on this one. So how, you can work on Azure AI, how you can work with automated machine learning kind of studio, or how you can work with machine learning, Azure machine learning designer. So how you can come up with regression or classification models. Here, everything you'll be learning. On cloud, you have automated things here. For example, you can just give it some kind of data set and again ask it to come up with some kind of predictions here, or ask it to come up with some kind of classification in the data, or ask it to, come up with some kind of customer segmentation or different other kind of generative AI things here. So these are the things you will be working in as part of sessions here. All right, so all the real-time stuff here. So then, as I told you, see everything you'll be working with real-world projects, right? Even in machine learning as well, each and every algorithm I'll give you with a real-world data set. So how you'll be learning them. So here you'll be learning this one. So some kind of data science kind of case study and another data science project here. Retail project also I'll make you learn. And again, a capstone regression project, classification project, and generative AI project here. All right. So these are the things you'll be learning. So apart from this one, so after post-course kind of things would be like we'll be having separate sessions as to understand. So what they'll be asking you in interviews, how you need to stand out from others. So building up your CVs or resumes or even project portfolios, whatever it is. So we'll be learning about those things here. And again, regarding LinkedIn profile optimization as well. So because as you people know today, hiring managers are not just relying on the traditional job portals like dice.com, or even you have some different Seek in Australia, we have Seek, right? So in India, we have Naukri, again, different things here. So apart from this one, how you could stand out from others on LinkedIn platform, how you can optimize your LinkedIn profile here. And again, so we have our dedicated placement cell as well. So where they'll be helping you out in landing jobs into the different fields here. And let me tell you, these are the important things, guys. Post course, what are the kind of jobs you need to focus on? So the targeted jobs will be machine learning engineer, data scientist, Azure cloud, AI ML engineer or AI data analyst, and even generative AI engineer as well. All right, generative AI engineer as well. Fine. So these are the targeted roles, guys. You could go with. Fine. So,
She can
all
you
right.
show us a real time on the cloud environment, take a data set and then build a small model just to give, get
Yeah,
the
yeah.
experience
I
from
mean,
the
so we can do it in next session because it will take some time actually on cloud. I mean, so because we
really?
have to build from scratch here. So what
Okay.
I'm thinking is we can have another session. So I mean, I advise all of you people to join the next session as well, guys. So I'll make you, I mean, see, I'll show you how things work on, I mean, in real world on, especially on cloud platform, because it will take some time here. So I think the time won't be sufficient as of now. So I mean, it will take us almost all an hour to show you all these things here.
Right. Oh, completely on the cloud environment. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
But
So,
it is an
okay.
interesting thing. So I advise all of you to join the next session as well. So we'll definitely work on this one as well. So I'll show you from scratch how you can train some kind of model, or even it is generative or any kind of thing. So I'll show you on this one.
Yep. And we also have the pre-recorded one. If any of you are curious, I will send it on the YouTube channel. It is there. Yep. Sure.
So do we
Sure.
need to
No.
create an account for the Azure?
Yes, yes, of course. So you need to have an Azure account. So I'll tell you when you need to create. So once we start with our Azure machine learning sessions, you can create this Azure accounts here.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So,
So because see,
Vamshi,
Azure accounts comes up with, I mean, 30 days of free trial, right? So I advise you people not to create as of now. So once we start with our Azure sessions, right? Azure cloud sessions. So then I'll tell you, then you can create your accounts here, because it is only for 1 month free trial that is they are giving you $200 of free credits here. So because see, first we'll be learning Python programming, then the data science part, then the machine learning statistics and machine learning part. Then we'll be looking at the Azure part here. So again, see, it will almost all take you certain time, because see, if I show you something on cloud, I mean, you need to understand how that accuracy it is able to show you, and how come it is able to give you that kind of regression or even classification kind of model or something. So that is the reason first we'll be learning manually, then we'll go to the cloud kind of thing. Because if you work on cloud, right, it will show you the things here. But again, in interviews, they'll ask you how it is able to perform this one. So what is some kind of classification? How it is able to show you this one? They'll ask you these questions here. So that is why I would design the course in such a way that first of all, you'll be learning all the things practically, like, I mean, how you can design these things manually. Then go to cloud on automated things here. So automate your stuff on cloud here. It's as simple as that one. Likewise.
Vamsi, since you said just for 30 days it is free, so if we want to, practice again after 30 days, how expensive it is?
Let me tell you, it depends upon the kind of service you're going with. So it's very meager cost. I mean, Azure will charge you, not like AWS or some other kind of cloud. So where, I mean, you will be incurring some kind of amount here. It's very meager cost here. But let me tell you, see, after 30 days, there are two things here. So you could do it. You could either go convert your account to pay-as-you-go kind of model. I would not suggest it, but the other thing is you can create another account here. So that is what you can do with. I can play with another 30 days here. So likewise, you can do it.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
so what are the options we have on the cloud, Vamshi, related to the AIML on the cloud? Because I think
See,
next one will be only for the paid people. So most of the people they won't be, but they want to just see that, two or three people they messaged me. Any possibility you
Okay.
can show? We don't need to perform the project, but just show the
Yeah, yeah.
options. A quick
Fine, fine.
walkthrough on the cloud. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'll show you. See, on cloud, right, on Azure cloud, so what we'll be doing is, first of all, you will need to configure the Azure machine learning kind of service here. So here I'll
These are
be
all the
typing
advanced
like,
things, team. These are all the advanced one. Azure AI is fully advanced.
yes,
Please
so
keep,
Azure machine
please
learning.
watch it. Yeah.
So what you need to do, you need to first create this one. So it will take some time here. So workspace if I go. So first of all, you have to create this one. Then second thing is, again, after creating this one, then it will show you like what you need to do. I mean, what you're looking exactly in machine learning. So whether if your problem statement is to go for regression models, predicting something, or if your problem statement is to go with some kind of classification model, it will ask your problem statement. So you have to be very sure what you want from the data or what you want from the cloud to perform it. All right. So that is what it will ask you. Secondly, after this one, as I told you, I mean, so we'll be working with OpenAI, Open AI models here. So if you look at this one, right, AI Foundry. So AI Foundry is where you can go with Azure Open AI service here. So where you can even develop some kind of AI agents or some kind of chat GPT kind of application as well. You can even come up with this Butler models also. All right. So we'll be creating each and everything. And again, you also have some different things here. For example, see, look at this one. You have GitHub, you have again some other kind of things where you can even integrate them. Again, if you look at here, so we have all services. If you go with all services, right? So see, under AI and machine learning part, right? So I'll tell you some of the services which you will be working on in real world as again in our I mean sessions as well. So I'll make you work on like the bot services and again computer vision kind of models here. All right, Azure Open AI service here. Fine. So these are some of the important things that you'll be working with. All right. Then Azure Machine Learning Studio is our heart here. Okay. So this is our core kind of thing. So where we'll be working. So I'll make you work on some kind of regression model and as well as some kind of classification model on this particular thing using Azure Machine Learning Studio. Then with Azure Open AI, we'll be working with Gen AI models here. So how you can train your Gen AI models on cloud here rather than Hugging Face. Hugging Face is some kind of third party model, guys. So like you have LangChain, you have again some different LLMs here. All right. So different AI third party tools here. Okay. So how you can use them, but on cloud, how you can design them. See, cloud is more about like developing as well as deployment activities. Okay. You will also deploy them here. So how to deploy them? So we'll also be looking at them. All right. So again, so I told you about Azure AI Foundry, right? So Azure AI Foundry is a unified platform where you'll be integrating all these kind of things here. So finally, you'll be learning this particular thing. The complete stuff, guys. The machine learning part, again the Gen AI part, and again the computer vision part. So I'll be making you work on this particular things here on Azure Cloud. Fine. So, but a detailed
Vamshi,
case study. Yes.
sorry, just a quick question. So, as part of data scientist or AI engineer or ML engineer, in terms of Azure knowledge, should we just,
Mhm.
if it's enough to know just the services you explained now, or we should also know kind of, services like database services or other services which Azure is offering like a solution architect level? Should we know that also, or this is enough?
No, no, no. This is enough here. Solution architect is a different role here. So
Okay.
what are the services you're speaking about, right? So those are some kind of different activities you'll be performing. Here, if you know Azure Machine Learning and Azure AI, especially Azure AI. See, guys, see how it is. I mean, so I'll give you a detailed explanation in some other session, as I told you, because time won't be sufficient here. Azure AI is having a lot of tools here, like machine learning, NLP, computer vision, and everything. So if you know these services, right, that is itself is enough here. Okay, so solution architect is a completely different role. That is different from this one. So we do not go with solution architect kind of things.
So do you cover even how to create VMs like EC2 in AWS? So do you cover that also, or we don't need to know that?
No, we do not require here. We do
Okay.
not even go with VMs also.
Okay.
See, when it comes to the case of deployment things, right? So how do you deploy it? That things are required. I mean, that is enough action. Okay. So those
Okay.
things are enough. So do not able to know VMs or you do not go with any kind of database kind of creations. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, so that is not required here. Because here you will be focusing on how to generate and build your models, right? So based upon the data, you'll make it learn all these patterns here. and then you will be using it for different other purposes.
Hi, I'm Narendra here. So in this course, we would be like at least right trying to create a vision service, right? And
At least,
maybe
not at least, please. I'll make you work on vision service. Do not worry.
Uh, right. Okay. So, yeah. So, for example, vision service, right? And the real how we integrate with real time applications. Would you be covering that? For example,
That comes.
I create the vision service, right? And
Mhm.
then would you be covering that, like trying to create the output of it through
Yes,
an API, right?
yes, yes.
It would
So
be
that comes
exposed as
under
an
the,
API.
yes,
So that okay.
yes, I understood your question. So that comes under the model deployment part. So we'll also be doing that one.
Okay.
I understand you're covering the Python side of things as well, but how much of Python comes into picture when we are actually on the Azure services for AI, or we are learning Python just to sort of get logical understanding how programming works? What's the idea there? Like,
Okay, so see Python programming, whatever is required for your AI and ML part, so we'll be covering that thing. So in Python, you see, we have a lot of stuff here. Again, we do not require all of those things here. The Python core programming, and when it comes to the advanced Python programming part, so we'll be learning NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and again statistical analysis here, EDA part here. All right. So these things we'll be learning as part of Python, whichever
okay.
purely is required for AI ML kind of things. Now we do not require OOPS concepts, or we do not require some kind of like web kind of things here, web scraping or something. So we do not require all those kind of things here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, hi,
And
Vamsi. This is Vinay.
Right.
I've been a business analyst for 10 years, basically, but I haven't got a chance to grab any AI project yet. But if I'm looking forward to, working on an AI project, what do you think I should learn? Which modules?
See, what are the course contents we have? It will help you to learn all this stuff as part of AI, the current AI trends that we have. I mean, I'll also show you the jobs perspective also. So then you can understand, guys. Let me even show you that. Let us ask ChatGPT itself. So what are the jobs we have in this one? So what are the job trends here? I'll also ask Google. So AI job trends. Or let me ask, I mean, let us first of all look at the top jobs here. Okay, so
No,
top
my
AI
question
jobs.
is basically as a BA, as a business analyst, what should I learn to basically to be able to work on an
Understood.
AI
I'll
project?
tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you this
Okay.
one. Okay. So now let me tell you guys something. See, you can ask it, you can even come up with different things here. So I'll also show you something, not just in India, top AI jobs in USA or something. Okay, so across the globe here. Well, let me go with USA or India, anything. Fine. Now you see machine learning engineer, data scientist. Okay, so then we have the other things here. So it could be NLP or a computer vision engineer or AI product manager or something. Fine. So why I'm telling you all these things is, see, any kind of job role you take it or any kind of fee, you might be from any tech domain or anything else. Okay, so even IT, non-IT, any background here, these two things are mandatory. In order to step into AI job roles, these two things are mandatory. So that means what I'm saying is you have to know how to train up a model. You also have to know how to perform some kind of statistical analysis on the data. So without these things, right, you can't step into further roles here. That means, like, for example, it could be Gen AI kind of things, or again, it could be some kind of deep learning models or something, computer vision or something else here. All right. So we'll be learning, I mean, see, the core part is this one. So here, as part of a course also, the main thing we'll be focusing is ML and data science, then Gen AI. All right. So once we learn this one, so then we'll be moving on to the Gen AI part here. So even if you're a business analyst or a data analyst or anything else, I mean, so whatever is your tech background, so let me tell you, learning these things will give you an edge here. Because see, when you go to interviews or even in real world, you at least have to know how to train some kind of models here. So without knowing them, you can't develop any kind of model. See, Gen AI models, see, they are purely based upon deep learning and some kind of ML, advanced ML models here. So without knowing these stuff, right, you can't work on those advanced kind of things here. Fine. So you should know this particular things here.
So Vinay, in your case, from my experience, I can suggest you that I request all of you to please go on mute. We'll take all the questions. So in your case, Vinay, what we can do, like not you, like for all everyone, whether you are a business analyst or a project manager, it is very much important for us to embrace this AI, and you can target the roles like an AI tech business analyst, understand the data analysis. That also really very much required to work as a tech business analyst. Normal business analyst, we have so much competition. When I, you know that one already. So it is important, even I was a project manager or a program manager, we have three of the project managers and few scrum masters registered for this training, and they asked, "Oh, are you going to work? Are we going to work as an AI engineer?" We're not going to work as an AI engineer, but the main intention for the senior roles to take up this training is to understand what is really going on the ground. How can we guide our development team to embrace these new ways of working, to build the models, to automate the process, to automate the coding, and reduce the manpower, improvise the quality, and that's how. So you should be in a position, confident position, to encourage this culture and communicate to the senior management. First of all, you need to understand what is going on the ground, the subject. So you have to take, observe from this course content, whatever is really relevant for your role. You can embrace this one, and you can target your own roles like AI business analyst. Even for example, Scrum Masters, nowadays I'm seeing AI Scrum Masters, AI product owners, AI project managers. So AI become very much like a prefix to most of the job opportunities that are available in the market now.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
your
okay.
point,
Thanks.
Lakshmi, yeah, I do understand. But people have different backgrounds. So it's critical that as project managers, Scrum Master, we do understand the background, what's going on. But putting everyone in the same group, like developer, tech people, and then expecting us to to have that level of understanding, I feel like it's a little bit unrealistic. So,
Mm,
coming to this class, I thought maybe there will be some kind of tailoring based on the background of each person. Like, I've been
mm.
following like this presentation, but at some point I got lost because it's a little bit too technical. So for the
Too
11
technical
weeks
for you. Mm, mm,
sitting
mm.
there, just following
You are
along.
currently, Jian, you are currently working as a project manager, Scrum Master?
Yes. So
Right, right.
yeah,
Mm,
that's
mm.
why I'm like, okay, maybe to be up to speed, we need a little bit of prerequisite, like to be at the same level with our tech folks,
Mm,
like
mm,
to be
mm.
able to follow along. That's my humble opinion.
Right, Dunya.
So I don't
I
know how
completely
other
respect.
feels.
No, I completely respect your opinion, especially when you're coming from the managerial background. Our concerns are going to be very much similar. Oh, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to build any Python program. I'm going to get this work done by the engineers. Why I have to make my hands dirty and something like that. But unfortunately, we can't tailor-made this program to customize according to the needs of different people, because we are all come from different backgrounds. You are from project management background, somebody from non-IT, somebody from this. So we can't tailor made this one, but this is a standard. As per the global standard, we designed this program, which is really make everyone to confidently understand the subject. So it is up to each role. For example, you are a project manager role, you're not going to be a Python developer, but at least try to understand what's going on in the Python, so that in real time you know what these people are doing, what people are configuring in the cloud. So have that high level essence wherever programming is there, and a deeper understanding with respect to the process, the importance of the components, how the machines are communicating, so that you can guide them in a practical way. Okay. Hi, Ola. Hi, Ola. Olani. Please, whoever has
Yes,
questions, you can raise your hand. We are happy to answer your questions here. We'll go one by one. Olani, you can ask.
thank, thank you, Coach. Mine is not a question, but just a comment to show an appreciation of what you're doing and the initiative you've taken to expose us more to this program. For those of us who have multiplicity of backgrounds, or I won't say I struggle to understand where I should leverage or pitch my tent at this point or before now. But I think from this program, I'm able to start figuring out where I need to start from. Nobody is born a product manager or a business analyst. No. I mean, you can, evolve into different areas as technology advances. I think the easiest way or entry route for any of us, regardless of our background here, to start from is AI governance. If you're able to help your organization to develop AI governance framework, then that is the best way to start.
Okay, Olane, I know where you're coming from, but that governance comes into the GRC module, boss. It comes under the security of the organization, compliance, governance, risk, and compliance. We are doing the AI governance in the cybersecurity training program, but not as part of this AI. That is coming under the cybersecurity. Okay, Olane, AI governance. For example, let me just show you just 1 minute. I'm on the screen share here. Agile training not here. Maybe I'll just go to quickly. I will go to the HSC trainings, the cyber security. Let's say I go to this one. Maybe go to week 4. How to install Kali Linux? That's too much. Just 1 minute, please. So week 2 data governance. It comes somewhere here. It comes to the AI governance will be coming just somewhere we missed.
I saw it, Lakshmi.
Yeah, somewhere I think PCI, GDPR, maybe 1 minute. Yeah, governance. I think somewhere should be there, like how the governance, GRC, race metrics, responsibility. Nah, it's another slide. Okay, I don't want to deep dive into this one, but this will come under the AI. 1 minute, yeah. AI governance and cybersecurity. This is easy way. We have 2-3 classes in this one, like this how AI, this more into this, artificial intelligence, AI, and why AI is important in the cybersecurity, AI governance, where exactly this is used, what are the key principles there, the framework is there, as you rightly said, it's a global AI governance framework is there. Okay, so what are the different frameworks that we have? So understanding the AI governance, what are the technique, machine learning, deep learning, and then how you are going to apply in the security, especially for the threat detection, EDS, intrusion detection system, endpoint protection, all these things. So what are the benefits, building an AI governance program in the organization? So this comes into the cybersecurity areas, not into the current training program. We have this one, but it's in the part of cybersecurity. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. And we'll pick up
Yeah,
some more questions as well. Praveen.
Yeah, hi Lakshmi. So I had one question on the real-time projects which Vamshi was discussing about. So do you have any real-time project or the project to practice for banking sector or financial sector where AI is used?
Vamshi, I think this will be interesting for many others as well. Especially, I think from the security perspective, I think Narendra also asked, how can we make this AI in the banking sector, especially in the security perspective?
Will there also be any projects with regards to IoT or supply chain?
Yes, Vamshi, you can unmute. You are on mute for your information. Vamshi, maybe you're
Yes, we
talking
have
on
some
mute.
kind of projects. Yeah, so we have some kind of case studies, especially like fraud detection cases and how you can deploy them. So how you can come up with other kind of classification case studies, especially in banking and financial sectors. We do have that thing. Yes. So we'll be also working on those kind of projects as well.
Yeah,
Hey.
Lakshmi and Vamshi, this is Hanmant here from Bengaluru. For Praveen's question, my suggestion would be please see if you can incorporate something related to loan origination or some payments related things as part of AI in banking sector.
Hmm. We are going to understand how to build a model. Like one of the student asked, hey, can we build a model where it can automatically do the it can predict with the diabetic data. He's thinking of building an AI agent which will automatically do the predictive analysis with respect to the diabetic. So I asked Vamshi, this could be a good case study. So you can just build a model. We need to have that diabetic data which we can feed it to the model, and it will do the predictive analysis and send the alerts to the patients. Some kind of real-time case studies definitely we are going to incorporate in this training. And regarding one of you asked, like, do we have any demand, all those things? And I shouldn't be laughing because the AI is the future for any role. Yeah, even I was like, if you open, there is that talent hunt, right? So if you just type in this AI engineer, like for example, talent, demand, what is going on is, so like as a great AI talent, what is going on, you see here AI engineer, the talent war, AI engineers talent war, and it's the latest one we are talking about. So here exclusive here, edge in the AI talent war, says that the talent pool of AI superstar is probably bigger than people. Microsoft versus Google, they're fighting each other and they're trying to pay millions to some roles,
See,
millions
guys,
to some roles.
now
Mhm.
industries wants people who can, like, for example, train models into different perspectives here. So not just merely learning the things here. So this course will give you that edge here. Correct.
Exactly. All right. So we'll take few more questions.
How is the market for a product owners or a product managers? Because
It is same sir. It is like, even the same thing, because in every product, whatever we are building, every organization is heavily thinking, and how can we embrace AI into the product, which will bring the automation, improve the quality, and all things. So understanding this is important from the product owner perspective, from the Scrum Master perspective. Even if we open the jobs, maybe like yesterday I was searching for the jobs for Scrum or Agile from the product owner perspective. So you will be seeing AI Scrum Masters, AI product owners kind of a roles. If I just type, maybe let us say here, maybe I need to type it AI. So we should be checking the jobs. So you should be getting it related to the AI Scrum Masters. And regarding to this one, for example, if I just type only AI, artificial intelligence, and we get AI ML engineers, security AI intern, IT project manager, who needs AI, cybersecurity engineers, they need AI. This is trainer, okay, prompt engineering. So yeah, AI coach. It's all for all roles. They're expecting you need to have that AI. Right. So what days and times will be allocated for this class? Oh, I am going to send you the email. So okay, let me just show you. If you are, let me show you the class from next week, the classes, especially for the USA people. I already communicated with you. For those who join you, if you are from USA, the class timing, Eastern Standard Time, is going to be, so you need to reserve your Friday and Saturday evenings. So Eastern Standard Time is going to be 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. Okay, 3 hours. If you are in Texas, Central Standard Time is going to be 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Okay, this is for the USA time zone. So please block your Fridays and Saturdays. We need to sacrifice our weekends, parties, but yeah, we have to make it happen. Yeah. Now, if you are from India, the classes are going to be Saturday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time to 9 a.m. IST. Some of you joined from Australia. So those who joined from Australia, we're talking about Sydney time. So you're going to join on Saturdays and Sunday. Sydney time is going to be 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Okay, team? So 3 hours. Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours. And each and every live class will be recorded as well. Maybe after this training, I'm going to send you an email like this, hands-on AML training with the Zoom and Google Drive link. So what are your schedule and the Zoom link to join from the next week. Yeah. And each of you will have access to the course material and recordings. If you click on the Google Drive, you will have access to the look Azure AI fundamentals. And then each and every class, you just go there and then you are going to have the recording and you're going to have the notes, session notes, and also the hands-on assignment. And like this, the statistics, real time. You see this? This is a previous batch we are talking about. So the cheat sheets, the decision making analysis, the SQL. You double click it, you will have the live class recording, supervised learning, boosting, and the recording. And there will be a dedicated support in the WhatsApp group. Also, let's, for example, I just say AI, and this is the August batch I created. So whoever is interested, so please, you can message me on my WhatsApp and I can send you the Zoom link for the next week training. My WhatsApp number is +6141251636 and somebody asked, are you guys genuine? What I tell you is you have this WhatsApp number, right? So you can just type +6141251636 in the Google. Just ask Google about my number. Then this is the number I use. You can directly call me now. So this is the number and you can just see all the links. So Google gave me a lot of pages about myself. So that itself is enough. Yeah. So you can take the decisions based on the data. And another good support all of you are going to get is each of you can join this training program multiple times till you become confident. So let's say, for example, the people who joined in the month of May, So we have the May batch, May, June, July, they completed the training. Now they said that one or three of the people, they said that, hey, Sumit is asking, can you please include me in the new batch? Yeah. So we just quickly include. So you can rejoin the batches any number of times till you become confident. You'll have the live class recording as a backup, but if you want to rejoin to refresh your knowledge, you can rejoin again, no extra charges. So you will be having support on the CV perspective, LinkedIn perspective, the job opportunities perspective. And here I share a lot of job opportunities and I share internship as well here. If I just type my Telegram group, yeah, this is my Telegram group. So we are having the UK GRC internships, intern remote. Look at this. Okay. And even if I just type AI Hugging Face, just now I started. Okay. And then here you see this. OpenAI offers millions in bonus to 1,000 staff amid AI talent race. And this is a Microsoft. This is AI literacy is no longer optional. Yeah, how the AI engineer became so in demand. You can watch it. It's the rise of AI engineer era. Okay, team. That's okay. I just message me on my WhatsApp, and we'll take care of the sending the email, communication, a dedicated support. Where can we find today's class recording? Perry, I will be uploading today's class recording in my YouTube channel. Okay, this is my YouTube channel. Where is this? I need to log into a different account, manage your Google account, and then, no, not this one. Just let me log into other email account and then go to my YouTube channel. Maybe here, I go to YouTube channel, hands-on agile coaching. You can subscribe to my channel and you can see here. Okay, please subscribe. This one, no stress, but if you subscribe, all of you are going to get the latest things that are happening in the market, that we are going to conduct a lot of free webinars. Like for example, you see here cybersecurity and you see the cloud computing and the AI ML with the generative AI. So you have the DevSecOps. All you need to do is simply click on this one and enjoy this one. It's a free of cost.
Hi, my name is Matt, and today I'm here to tell you
And
all
all are
about
real
Replit
time,
in just 60
all are
seconds.
real-time
Replit is the
hands-on
fastest
activities.
way to go from idea
This is for the DevSecOps, like how do you do this?
Into
This is another trainer who is doing the DevSecOps training. So we have all this, and so I will be uploading in the cloud in this YouTube channel, and you can access. What is the course of the US students? So the course for this US students is a 700 US dollar, and you can make the payment in 2 installments or 3 installments. We need money to run the business, but we are not really after the money. That's what I tell to my students, and all of you get a continuous support as well. And the payment is also safe and secure channel. So this is the payment link. If any of you want to payment, all you need to do is just click on this Stripe payment link, and then you are going to enter. For example, you want to pay it in 2 installments. You keep a 350, and then you add your Visa card, American Express, and you can make the payment. And this is a Stripe payment gateway I use because I do get payments from India, Africa, USA, Canada. So you can imagine my situation. So I need to be very, very careful. So the Stripe is going to take care of that security, and your payments are very safe and secure. Okay. And I have been doing these trainings and services for last many years. This is not the first time we are doing. Can you share the Telegram link in the WhatsApp? Okay, sure, Gracious. In the WhatsApp, I need to. I will add it in the WhatsApp group as well. Anyone, any questions, please? Narendra, the expectation is to be technical scrum master, delivery manager. Yes, Narendra, that's correct. It's not only in your organization, Narendra, in every organization that is the expectations. They don't want no longer a normal scrum masters, a normal delivery managers. They want the delivery managers as scrum masters to understand what is happening on the ground, what the developers are doing, what are the problems that they are facing, how you need to be in a better position to understand the problem in a technical way. You're not going to solve the problem asking them, hey, let me do the coding, but you should understand the problem and you need to get the required right help for the developers. You should be able to communicate. Let us say, for example, if the senior program manager asked, hey, why the deliverables got delayed, you should be in a position to talk confidently about the problem. Due to so and so dependencies, they are not able to build this one. We don't have the trained data. So you should be able to confidently talk. If you are not able to even explain the problem, what your developers are facing to the senior management thinks, so is this Lakshmi guy really required? If he is not understanding what is the problem our developers are facing, how he can be a good project manager? And in every project this is embracing for AI. So that's the reason it became very, very important, including myself. I'm not exception. I have 25 years of IT career, and it doesn't mean that I can sit back and relax. I'm also continuously learning. And I always tell to my students, we need to treat ourselves like a product, like how the product is changing its features and making it more in demand. We need to treat ourselves as a product and we need to evolve according to the changing marketing conditions. 3 years back, nobody was talking too much about this AI, but nowadays, so many companies are really fighting. After 3 years, what happens? We never know, but only the change is constant. We need to observe the change. That's the only way we live in. And we need to keep ourselves relevant to the market demand. If you are not changing according to the marketing conditions, slowly we will become obsolete at some point of time. Okay, whether we accept or not, that is a better reality. And that's the reason you have seen that the mobile phones like Blueberry or maybe, sorry, BlackBerry, not Blueberry, BlackBerry or Nokia, Kodak. Once upon a time, they are Fortune 500 companies, and now they are gone with the wind. Yeah. 1 minute. Does this role involve dealing with the technical aspect of the project? Rostand, it's like, because when you're talking about a project, right, the developers are required to build, and you are going to understand all this is the technical things that we are going to understand. Less of theory, more of action drama in this class, in these classes. Okay. Are we touching on the web scraping concepts? Are there different courses? Vamshi, are we including this one? I really
No,
doubt,
no,
but
no.
I
Web
just want.
scraping is not required for us.
Okay.
So web scraping is not required for us. It is more about building ML models and again analyzing your data. So whether you're from a project background, project management background, product management background, Scrum or anything. So you need to know, especially these managers need to know how to perform some kind of real world data analysis, because see, most of you, the time you'll be, I mean, it's something about like you'll be speaking to your clients or something. So it's about how, I mean, visually you communicate the results to the end users here. So it will be more of, I mean, data science kind of things that you have to learn here. So web scraping is not required as part of this one.
Right. Okay. Somebody asked Australia payment link. I sent you the Australia payment link. So you will be making the payment in Australian dollar. And this is the Stripe payment gateway for Australia, right? So it will directly go to my business account, and then you will be getting a formal invoice as well from the Stripe. Okay. This is for Usha just joined, right? You missed. Oh, I'm going to send you the demo as well, Usha. And this is mainly for the developers, but as a managers, delivery managers, we need to understand this. That's what we are telling and guiding the students as well. So you can pick up whatever is really required from the managerial perspective. So you need to understand what is going on the ground so that you can make a better decisions.
Hey, Lakshmi, I have one more question, if you will allow me.
Yes, dear, Diane.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and then so my husband works in construction. He's an engineer. So, and he is really interested in learning this, but he wants to see how that will be applicable in his area. He's not looking into changing career, but how he can use AI to be more efficient. So I
What
don't
is the
know
role?
if,
What is the role that is construction? Is he a plumber, builder, project manager? What is the role that he is performing? Because according to that role, we can just see how this is going to help him.
like,
Maybe we can have a personalized.
private,
Yeah, go
yes.
ahead.
Yeah, maybe we can, I
We can
can
have a
forward
private
this like
conversation on this
private
one. Yeah,
conversation. Yeah,
accordingly.
I don't
Yeah,
want to hold
yeah,
this. Yeah.
sure. No, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Thank you, Dan. Okay. So never worked in IT before. How do I get AI role with these courses of this course? Is it enough to get into the AI ML engineer for non-IT background? It is, but to be very, very honest, from the bottom of my heart, I'm not the kind of a person who try to misguide the people. This is going to be a little bit challenging for you, but you have to keep efforts. Nothing is impossible. People always say that one, but for you to make it to happen from a non-IT background, you need to practice it a lot. You need to keep more efforts because this is completely programming, project manage. So you have to keep your logical mind. You have to understand the statistics, the machine learnings and everything. So you have to understand it. We are here to support. We have good number of non-IT people who always regularly register. And as I always tell, sometimes non-IT people, they say that, oh, we want to rejoin the batch for the second time, third time. And that's the reason we provide a continuous support. They can join any number of times till they become confident. Okay. And if you just, I am having the latest chat GPT, right? Let us see, let us ask, let us see this one. Hey, some of my students from the project management background, non-IT background, or delivery managers, they want to take our AI ML with Gen AI training. Is it recommended? How this is going to be helpful for them? What kind of success it will be there in the job market? And what is your prediction? Now I'm asking ChatGPT. I always tell to my students, don't take any decision based on somebody saying. Like Lakshmi, maybe to sell my courses, I may say something, Vamshi may something, and somebody will tell something. But always take the decision based on the data, what the data shows, and accordingly take the decision. Let us see what this data is showing. This is from the chat GPT, latest version, because it is having some millions and millions of websites and data will be there, and it's an advanced trained model. So what is this predictable? So let me zoom it and let us see what it is saying, especially from those project manager, delivery, non-IT background. So they see the value clearly. Is it recommended? Yes, very much. Why? AML with GenAI is no longer just for the software engineers. Many job functions, including the management, now require AI literacy talking in that language is very, very important. Yeah, not talking in English, talking in the AI language, AI literacy. So your student don't need to become data scientist. Instead, they gain practical AI skills that will help them to communicate effectively with the teams. This is what I was talking about. Integrate the AI tools into the delivery, automate the repeated task, and use AI for predictive analysis in planning and risk management. And for the project managers, for the non-IT professionals, 2 or 3 of you asked. So AI literacy opens the doors to the AI adoption, AI governance, AI person, hands-on use of all these day-to-day tasks, job market, high demand across the industries, high demand. Yeah. My prediction, the ChatGPT prediction, short term, your students can use the AI to supercharge their current roles, whatever the role. Medium will become mandatory skill, not a nice to have. In fact, this is the same word that Microsoft Satya has communicated to the employees. Is saying that AI is no longer nice to have. So here is a lice. Yeah, it's a new default. So here Satya has communicated it to this one. So everybody, it's a must to have skills, right? I hope you understand what is the difference between nice to have and must to have. So long term, many PMDM will evolve into AI enabled leadership roles. So that is the reason we need to step into the game. Otherwise, if you are hesitating or like somebody else will step in and take our role. So for your non-IT PM roles, AI training is not just recommended. It's just not only about recommendation, it is a future proof of investment that can differentiate them in this competitive market. Okay. So this is from the ChatGPT, not Lakshmi's. I just told, but I want to evaluate my guidance with this ChatGPT. That's the reason I opened this.
Guys, learning data science and machine learning skills are mandatory. So, despite any of your background here, so that means you might be a project manager or a scrum master or a product manager or any other kind of role. So, learning data science and machine learning is essential today. So, which acts as a gateway to different AI roles here. Fine.
Yep. So Nishant is asking how much of Python come into the picture when we are using the large language model machine learning. Look, Python alone will take like 2 to 3 months of time, but the intention of this training program is not to teach you the entire Python. Python is whatever Python is required for you us to become a good AI ML engineer. That is taken care. That is taken care. And you will be having assignments on the Python as well. Okay. Hi, Usha. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi Lakshmi. Sorry, I joined late, but
No problem at all.
thank you so much. Actually, my question is, the same course will be there for even managers and for the developers?
That's yeah, the same course. That's what 1 or 2 students from USA asked, like, hey Lakshmi, look, I'm working as a scrum master, and here I see that people are you are trying to guide doing the programming and everything, and I told clearly that we can't really tailor made for the project managers and this one. But what I'm doing, if I'm doing another different program that is for the scrum masters and product owners, and that there I'm going to teach like not how to build the AI, how can we make use of AI to become a good scrum master and product owners. That's what we are doing.
Okay, this course is especially for the developers in that case.
This is mainly targeted for the developers, but project managers and the business analyst also, they need to understand to this extent.
Okay.
Yeah, to understand whatever is really required, understand the cloud, understand the Python, understand all these models, how can we train the models, how can we build the model, so that you can guide the developers. Hey, I know that you guys are doing, can we think of building an AI model and deploy in the cloud so that it can be automated? And you can talk to the senior management that this is how we use the AI in our project, and we have automated these areas, and we reduce the human intervention and reduce the costs. And that's the organization's expectations. Every organization expectation nowadays, the cost cutting model.
Got it.
Yep. Cool.
Okay,
Are you
so
incorporating that? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, as part of this course, so we are going to cover the Python, whatever the required for building the LLMs, and uh,
Yeah. So I think you missed it. And okay,
yeah,
let me share. No, that's fine. I'm going to open the course content again. Just
sure.
quickly scan. You can quickly scan through it. So here is our course content. So this is the one, and the main intention is like, after the training, you can confidently complete the Azure AI Engineer or Azure Fundamentals. So we are heavily relying on the Azure Microsoft Cloud Platform, and you are going to understand the Python, Jupyter, statistics, ML Studio, AI Studio, and all those things. And you're going to start from next week. You are going to start with the Python and Python for the data science, and how can we use the pandas here. And then we will move to the statistics, and then we go to the machine learning, all this part, and then deep learning, artificial intelligence, and generative AI. And we are going to work on some capstone projects like food order, like predictive analysis, regression, generative AI. And
But
our trainer is already working in Microsoft, so he know what is going on the ground. So it's training is going to be completely in a practical way.
okay,
Okay,
thank you.
perfect, Tisha. So if you are interested, you can connect with me on my WhatsApp. All
Yeah.
right. So just texting you again my WhatsApp number +6141251636 in my WhatsApp number. And if you are interested, I will add you to the WhatsApp group as well for the people who are registering. Manil is asking, is it possible to make you in 3 installment? No problem at all, Manil. You can make it in 3 installment. No problem at all. Any other questions? We will upload the material, today's material, and we will upload uh, the recording as well in the drive, and all of you are going to get an email from me. So like this one, what is the Google Meet to join the next weekend, and where is the Google Drive? You click on the Google Drive and you will be having access to, for example, day one. And so here the folder, so AI fundamentals and the recording. Exactly, you will be seeing it. But this is from the previous batch. You're going to get a new batch folder.
Lakshmi, I have one question. It's Sudhanshu.
Yes,
So,
yes, sir.
do we have any certification on Azure providing any certification on this? Means I complete this
Uh,
course. So, do we
Yeah,
have any
you're going to
certification?
get, after completion of the course, you're going to get certification of completion, and you will be empowered, confident to clear these 3 certification: Azure AI Engineer, Azure Data Scientist, and Azure AI Fundamentals. You can directly take the exam from Microsoft. I think the cost is around $150 to $160.
Okay, which is excluded in our training program, right?
It is, yeah, it is not included in the training. Yeah, not included as part of the training fee. Yeah. The fee that
Okay.
is included is completely for the skills, knowledge, practicals, tools, the training, and a continuous support. You come back after 2 years or 3 years, it's the same tone I uses. Even it's not like, we ignore the people who paid like 2 years back, and then after they come, we ignore. We continuously encourage them to rejoin. And I always tell to my students, if you want to refresh your knowledge, my doors are widely open. Just simply message me on my WhatsApp and you can join our classes. Anyone, any questions? Please raise your hand. Happy to answer. Vamshi is here. Even if you have technical questions, please feel free to ask. So from next week, we are going to Vamshi, we are going to start with Python.
Yes, of course. So from
So
next
we'll
week, we'll be starting with Python programming.
with is a Python programming, and you will be doing the small hands-on assignments as well from the day one itself. It's going to be completely hands-on and job-oriented way. Anyone team, any final questions? Hi, Levi, you have any question?
Uh, Sorry, I think I missed most part of the video. I don't know if there will be a recording where I can go through it at my own time because
I will post it in the groups, Levi. You missed most part of it. Yeah.
oh, okay. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I will upload the recording in the YouTube channel. Okay, and you can also subscribe so that if you subscribe, you will get the notification from the
Thank
YouTube
you.
the moment I upload. So that's my YouTube. Just click on it and subscribe the channel. Okay, cool. Anyone, any questions? Please feel free to ask. This very good opportunity that you have. How long is the program? Ernest, the program is going to be for 11 weeks. It is starting. So we are talking about the entire August, September, October. Okay. And the cost of the training program, as I mentioned in the flyer and to the students, is 700 US dollar. And you can pay it in 2 or 3 installments, like you can pay as you progress. Okay, sir. So you can message me on my WhatsApp. You have my number, Ernest. Anyone,
Yeah.
any questions? Yes.
Yeah, Lakshmi. Are you going to conduct any mock interviews as well once the course is done?
Well, not, it's part of the
Yes,
training.
Usha.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Usha.
Vamshi, go
So
ahead.
post-course, we'll be having those kind of sessions as well. So in case if you are really interested, so we can have mocks interview sessions as well. So, but before
Not,
that, I mean, so we'll also be discussing like how you need to, I mean, answer some kind of questions. So what they'll be asking you in interviews, and again, how you can need to stand out from others. What are the project portfolios that you need to build up, and we'll be solving all those informative sessions here.
so just sharing my screen. If you see the previous batch that just that completed, you can see the generative AI and all the stuff here. And Vamshi has posted the interview question and answers. So double click it and you will have the interview question and answers related to the data science and all the stuff. And here real-time projects. Vamshi is uploading the real-time projects here, data science project. You can see the data and all these things. So you have to practice. Yeah.
Yeah,
And once the
Lakshmi.
interview is scheduled, let us say after 3 months, the interview got scheduled, no problem at all. You can give me a call and we can organize a quick one-to-one interview guidance with Vamshi, because I know it also depends on what kind of job description we have, JD. Based on the JD, we can fine tune the language and then we can guide you the real-time the guidance. Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
Thank
Lakshmi,
you.
can you please tell me
Saurabh,
about some certifications as well after this
cer-
AI?
oh, that's what I told. The certification that you can complete is directly, I told you, one, you're going to get a certification of completion from my company. And if you want the certification, widely recognized
Yes,
certification,
I
this is
missed
from
this
the
part.
mic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay, okay. So in this PDF document, this is the first document. So you have the Azure AI Engineer. We can go to the Microsoft portal and we can book the exam. We can confidently complete. And Vamshi, we already have the dumps, right? The previous paper dumps where the people can refer and then they can be confident with us clearing the
Yes, yes.
examinations.
Yeah, from
We have,
time to
yeah,
time, I'll also be uploading the new dumps as well.
yeah, yeah. So Vamshi also will be uploading the new dumps as well, so that you can practice those previous questions and then attend the exam and get the certification, which is widely recognized.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, cool. No problem, sir. Rakesh, any questions?
Yeah, thanks.
All, okay, all good. Okay, no problem. Saurabh, I saw you raise your hand.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Lakshmi.
Yes.
Sorry. So I just have a couple of questions. So I understand that we will be getting some hands-on experience as well. So
Hmm.
will there be any assignments within the
Opened.
week that we can complete?
Exactly.
And if we do have any technical issues or questions on that assignment, so how
Hmm.
do we reach to Vamshi? I mean, like, is it something like
Right. Okay. Let
email
me.
correspondence or what?
I'm
Like,
I'm I'm very much open guy. Even I'm sharing my personal WhatsApp also. Here I'm just typing AI. Let us say we take the May batch. This is the May batch. You can see the dates as well from 15th of May to 15th of August. Okay, it's coming to an end. And let us see what's going on in this group. Here, please include, okay. Here, good morning. Hope this week we'll start the Azure. So you can ask questions, encoding. Hello, Vamshi. I'm the student who completed this. And Vamshi is, for example, here, Niren is asking there is a folder assignments and Vamshi is responding. So you can always ask the question in the group and you will get directly a response from weekend session itself. Sorry, from the in the group.
okay.
So here he is asking so this guy is asking, Neeraj is asking, good day, in real life scenario where you have the data sets working on blah, blah, blah. And then he has some real time thing. And he answered, deal with the huge data where ML algorithms do the job for you. You don't have to write. And okay, so you'll have good support
Sure.
from that
Thanks.
perspective.
Thanks.
No problem, sir. I will be adding.
Will there be any assignments that we can
Assignments
work
will be
on
there.
within the week so that
Yes,
for
yes, yes.
practice or
Assignments will
yeah
be there. Correct. So
yeah
here,
yeah okay
I think Vamshi is going to upload the Vamshi. Where? Oh yeah, here if you see the folder assignments,
yeah
double click, and I'm double clicking this again from the previous batch here. So you have the Python assignment. You learn the Python, and you open it. And there is a small Python assignment where you will be doing small modules, right? Those from non-IT also should be able to learn. So you will be building these small. You will be slowly enhancing your knowledge, and don't worry too much about the programming because you open the any tools like Copilot or ChatGPT. They are going to give the code, and then you should be smart enough how to understand that logic and fine tune, customize that code. So that will make your life much easier.
yeah
So you're going to
Okay.
have, yeah, you're going to have all these assignments. You see the data. So Vamshi is going to share the data. You're going to feed the data to the model, and you make it this is all the data. Huge data is there.
yeah
And guys, let me tell you, there are enough assignments here. So exhaust your assignments I'll give you. Need not worry. If you really want them, so I'll give you enough assignments.
Right. Okay, cool. So Ernest is saying that, oh, I have looked at different programs before I came across this one. They run over a year or 2 semesters. Are you able to grab these concepts? AI, ML is big ocean, big ocean. We can teach for 3 years or 4 years. But the main intention of this program, bit intensive, aggressive program is it should be very good for beginner friendly so that you can apply to the jobs as early as possible. So you're going to get good hold on the subject in this next 3 months of time. Okay, so you have to do your lot of efforts in the weekdays as well by watching the recording, by reading the material, by doing the practicals. So like that, you need to become confident. Any value add wordings from your side, Vamshi?
So let me tell you something, guys. See, we will be learning from scratch here. So it's a very beginner friendly kind of course here. And as I also told you about the targeted jobs here, so I'll make you apply for those kind of job roles. And let me tell you, so the duration or whatever it will be covering as part of this course will be sufficient enough to land you job roles into any like data scientist or machine learning or even Gen AI kind of roles here. So there will be enough kind of assignments and again projects that you have to work on. And I also help you to work on some kind of assignments or capstone projects as well. So which will give you enough knowledge and concepts here. Trust me, give me your 3 months, it will be game changer for you.
Yep. So you can see it, and I'm opening that one on the screen share. Uh, Remote jobs, AI engineer, AI prompt engineer. It's in the cybersecurity also. We need to have that AI. Each and every research engineer, Microsoft, Google AI, junior AI assistant software engineer. So we can target to apply for all these kind of junior roles, senior roles, everywhere. So you see, use AI coding tools, GitHub Copilot to assist in writing, refactoring, debugging the code. So here they're asking about 0 to 2 years. So you can go for this entry level kind of a role. So Git, the Vamshi is going to teach Azure, the platform we are going to see generative AI agent engineer, how you build the AI agents.
I have
So
a question.
yes, sir.
My question is, why would someone prefer to go to do a degree in maybe a cybersecurity when they can learn for a compressed period of time like the one we are doing it, or like the one we're doing for 3 months as an introduction?
Yeah.
Why would someone prefer to go to university to learn for 4 years? They spend more money, and someone who does it 3 months. I want to know because some
No
prefer
problem
going
at all.
to go for 4 years. Some prefer to compress it. What are the disadvantages of obtaining a degree? In comparison to just obtaining a certification and get a job.
Right. These what we do is a job-oriented training program. When we go to the university degree, you know that most of us we have passed through the degrees, and our focus and attention is going to be completely more on the books, less more on the theoretical part, and our seriousness is more about getting the degree from that university so that I can showcase this degree and apply for the job. But the real
Okay.
drama starts when you start applying for the jobs, because when you apply for the jobs, they will be expecting you to have some kind of, not some kind of, a good understanding about practically do you know the subject or not. That's very, very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where the practical training comes into the picture. So when you will get that ability, when you, let me give you a simple example. I'm running a university and you joined my university to become a very good car driver. So I was giving all the driving instructions. You are reading the books, you are watching the YouTube, you are watching Udemy, how to drive the car and everything. And then you went outside. Can you become a good car driver? No,
No.
right? You, because you are
No.
never driving it. So if you want to be a
Yes.
good car driver, you need to sit into the driver's seat and start driving it. Then only you will get that ability. You make mistakes. So you should be able to do, anything. So that's why I floated this company, hands-on agile coaching company, and all our training programs are structured in such a way that they're all completely practical, job oriented ones. So after the completion of the training, you should be in a position to confidently apply for the job. And we closely observe the pulse of the market, especially closely observe the pulse, and we tweak the training programs and make it really job ready, not certification oriented alone. For example, let us say, like some of the people from the Scrum Master, and if you just say PSM certification, example, Professional Scrum Master certification, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll just open, I'm not blaming any organization, but just randomly clicking. So they are teaching in a 2 days. Of course, they are going to give a degree. Of course, they are going to give a certificate. They teach only Scrum. But when you go to the market and just type Scrum, and they will be asking you lot of tools, lot of they will be asking you tool like Jira, stakeholder management, releases, what not. So, and they are not teaching in the universities. So that's where we are stepping in. Hey, in real time, these are all the activities that you have to do, and we are teaching these subjects, whatever is really required for the job. This is job-oriented training programs. All are. Okay, the same logic we are applying even to the cybersecurity, AIML, all that. Again, each the cybersecurity or AML, they are huge ocean. We can't cover everything, but they are more like, really job ready entry level positions. You can confidently apply, sir. Making sense what I'm teaching, or you're confused?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you, sir. Anyone? Any questions, please? You can ask. This is my LinkedIn profile, by the way. You can check my LinkedIn. And you can also connect, you can follow, I post a lot. Okay, maybe let me share you Vamshi's LinkedIn profile as well. Vamshi, can you send me your okay, Vamsi LinkedIn, Vamsi, I have so many Vamtis.
I'll
Okay,
share it
somebody
in group
asked here.
WhatsApp. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also sharing it here in the group here. Somebody has asked, I shared it. Okay, you click on this one. Okay, the LinkedIn. Yep, this is Vamshi's LinkedIn, and he's currently working as an AI research scientist in Microsoft. Okay, he's not too much active on the social media, like me. You know that how these research people, they are in a different world. Okay, team, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I have so many people. Yeah, anyone, any questions? Oops, so many requests. Okay, maybe I'll just do it after the call. Anyone, team, any questions? Very happy to answer. All good?
Hi, I have a question.
Gino? Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I am working in QA related. QA. I'm a QA engineer. So
Yep.
I would like to know, like you have explained related like data, AI data scientist. So I need to know like which job I can apply after studying this.
Right. Yeah. So Vamshi already told you, whether we are a QA or BA, if you embrace this training program, you can be confidently applying for ML engineer, AI engineer. Vamshi, please correct me if I'm wrong. AI scientist
Yes,
as
yes.
well. Yeah.
Yes, of course. So what you can do is you can apply this data science and again this ML techniques into the testing concepts here. So because see nowadays, as you people know, I mean, so automation has become a crazy, a trendy here. All right. And again, you
Yeah.
see in the CI/CD kind of domain as well, testing as well. So we can use this AI things to automate the task here. So it will help you in those kind of ways here. So, but again, in order to test something, you need to know the fundamentals and the basics part. So here it will give you all those kind of things that is required for you to test something or automate certain things here using AI.
Okay.
And Dinu, the testing is becoming very gray area. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm just telling you how the market is globally. This is becoming a little bit of a gray area with so much automation going on. I don't know your location. Are you from India or Australia, USA?
I am from Sydney, Sydney.
Oh, you're from Sydney. Oh, okay. In Australian
Yeah.
market, it's I know I know Infosys delivery manager, testing head, and his name is Bala, and he was telling me that this is the first time in the history of that so and so company, very large company, that not even a single testing position got posted for the last 8 months. First time in the history. Okay. Do you know why don't you do this one? You are in Sydney, right? I
Yeah.
just posted this one. Okay, you send me your profile. I will push your profile to this one. Here, I just posted it yesterday, and this is my friend's known company, and I just posted.
Okay.
So whether you are a test lead, and I don't know if you are really looking for the job, but if you are looking for the job, I can help you.
Okay.
This is Sydney
Thank
based.
you.
It is a 2 days
Yeah.
Sydney and 3 days. Yeah, yeah. You can push to my WhatsApp, and then I will just quickly review it, and I can help you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Din, no problem at all. All good. This is a new department got formed actually. So they urgently need these people, the test manager, lead, and a few automation and functional. Okay. Send you a
Okay.
CV and then definitely.
Okay.
Okay. And don't think that if you take my training, then only I push. I'm not that kind of a personality. I'm a matured person, and all my access are matured. So we don't do silly things. Yeah, I will. No matter whether you take my training or not, I will still help you. Okay, Din.
Yeah. Thank you, Lakshmi.
All good, sir. Thank you. Anyone, any questions, please? If not this training, we have other trainings as well. For example, some of you joined from non-IT background. You want to go into managerial roles and everything. So we have the Agile Project Management with AI. So you can think of considering that training program. Or we have another training program lined up that is for the data engineer that is starting in next 10 days of time. We are talking about Azure data engineers. Data engineers also very high in demand, especially the cloud Azure data engineers. If you are in my Telegram group, just type for Azure data engineers. So you can watch the demo class as well. Very, very helpful to you guys. Just 1 minute, team. Excuse me. Any questions, team? You can ask questions offline as well. I will stop the recording, but I just want to give you a final check. Any questions to me or Vamshi, please feel free to ask for each and every your question. So we have the data, and then I'm going to share that data. All good? Can I pause the recording or I will stop the recording, and me and Vamshi, we will be waiting. So you can ask any casual questions too. Okay, team, see you next week. And we will be here, but offline. Yeah, pausing, not on the recording. I am stopping the recording. Thank you very much for your valuable time. It means a lot to me, for my small organization, to Vamshi as well. Not really, really small organization though. I am stopping the recording, team. Thank you once again.